welcome everyone. Hey, how's it going? It's me. It's that Martin. How's it going? It's me, little Karibo. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. And shout out to all the mothers out there, obviously.
All the motherfuckers.
Shout out to Mama is the Dragon.
Shout out to Mama is a Dragon.
Chat mama. She's
Azalmagia,
all of our mothers today.
Azalmagia
Yes.
asks, LK, did you figure out how you're going to handle the DLC cases of 5 and 6? Not just yet, although I'm sure there's probably going to be a way of doing it. We download. Did one of us download them?
I've never tried.
We'll figure it out. Honestly, I don't think it's the end of the world if we don't get to play the DLCs. I'd like to try. I think there probably will be a way. But
I'm wondering if maybe emulators just already or ROMs just already have them. But I haven't tried.
It would be nice.
Yeah, I haven't
but,
tried.
Yeah, we haven't looked into it. But honestly, it's a bridge we'll cross when we come to it. And if we can't cross it, I don't think it's the end of the world. But yes, we're going to be playing more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Almost called it Ace Attorney Adventures, which would have made it a AAA game.
Ace Attorney Adventures, Paw Patrol.
Yoda stories.
And Knuckles.
All right. Thank you for joining us for the stream today. I'm going to thank people for following and for subscribing, etc. I love Metal Gear Solid Bedinsis. Soupy and I both love the heck out of those games.
I like it too.
Marin is also a fan.
I like the first 3. And I liked Portable Ops.
I liked 4.
I like 4.
I did not. See, I bought a PS4 just for 4. And then I played it and was like, that was terrible. And I spent $400 on this piece of shit machine to play this game. So I was so angry I traded it.
What did you buy?
PS3, sorry.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
you bought the wrong console.
I bought a PS.
did. I traveled into the future and bought a really expensive PS4 that didn't even exist, and it didn't even play Metal Gear Solid 4.
And
I was like, what the fuck?
Azalmagia asks, what about Revengeance? That's the one I haven't played. I would love to play it one day, honestly.
I have it. Never played it, though.
I
think I have it for the 360, and then I never played it, and now I don't have a 360 anymore.
Revengeance is the one that I need to play.
I can only play it if I get permission to make fun of Raiden the whole time.
Oh,
I hate
that's
him
a given.
much. I hate him so much.
There's no way to play a Raiden game without making fun of him the whole time.
I just want a Raiden game where he has to run around naked the whole time like he does in that one part of MGS2 and he's grabbing his nuts like...
Thank you,
to preserve his modesty.
Really quickly, let me thank people for following, etc. Thank you to Old School Juggler 216, to Noah Noodles 11. Sorry, I'm multitasking and it's difficult. To Noah Noodles 11, thank you for following. Lashan Kimberly, thank you for following. Toner's Warren, thank you for the follow.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thank you, Hero Baker of Bread, for following. Thank you, CGY214.
Hero Baker of Bread.
What?
That's cute. I like that name.
That's cute. CGY2144, thank you for the follow. Sorry. And thank you to Russian Sains, thank you for following. Mouthwatering Tofu, thank you for the follow. Airplane Gamer, thank you for following.
Make me some tofu.
Are you telling that to the tofu person?
Yes, mouth-watering tofu. Let me take a bite.
Was just Jerry, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 13 months there. Appreciate it, Jerry. Lang Z says that he really enjoyed me in these games and can't wait to see me in future installments. That's unfortunate.
Rip.
And Senmaru, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 24 months, 2 whole years. Holy cow, Senmaru, thank you so much. Very kind. Very generous. Hooded Cat TY13, thank you for the follow. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Mama may be a dragon, but this dragon is an actual mom. What about me? Happy Mother's Day, Ryu Kurika.
Happy Mother's Day, Ryu
Happy
Kurika.
Mother's Day.
And of course...
Happy Mother's Day, Ryu Kurika. Happy Mother's Day, Ryu Kurika. Happy Mother's Day to you.
And of course... thank you, Erikios, for putting that together. What was I going to say? It's gone.
You know who's also a mom?
Justine Courtney.
Hold on.
Justine Courtney, yeah. Phoenix Wright, he's a mom.
pull, bud. There we go.
Peggy Hill.
Oh! Oh!
Went on a journey there. Prometa
Very
1991, thank you
gassy
for the
journey.
follow. And Lou Trotsky, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Much
Most of my
appreciated.
journeys are gassy, honestly.
They propel you, or it propels you.
That's how I propel myself forward,
The
honestly.
gases.
Yeah.
All right.
A lack of dopamine and very severe gas.
I feel like I don't need to introduce either of them, but I will. We're also joined by my fantastic co-hosts, who wouldn't be the same without them. Wouldn't be nearly as fun without either of them. We're joined by, on my left, we got Marin Miller, who plays, obviously, the titular perfect prosecutor, Miles
Got
Edgeworth,
tits.
and amongst other games.
I've got tits for
Amongst
days,
other
y'all. Hello.
characters, sorry.
It is I, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update. I sound very deep today, don't I? Ooh.
Very mosque.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I haven't been smoking, so it must be the tea. Speaking of tea, god damn, y'all. I was just talking about how much I take back everything I said about teenage boys. Puberty is rough. What was the, I mean, like, I guess the update from a gay would be, we saw Belle last night. Belle is out on digital. I think it's by
Belle.
film. Yeah, I think it's by filmmaker Mamoru Hosada, I think is his name. But he did like Summer Wars and A Girl Who Leapt Through Time and that sort of stuff, I think. But it was all right. It was all right. It was very pretty.
Very
And I
pretty.
liked the music. The dub was pretty good. But like, I think the thing I feel with like Mamoru Hosada's work is that I think he thinks of things that he likes to animate or he wants to animate, and then he builds stories around that instead of like writing a story. I feel like his stories are just sort of like cobbled together, but that's just me. I thought it was nice. I liked the story. I thought like when I figured it out, it was nice, but it did feel very like, okay, why are we doing this? What's going on?
They introduced some pretty adult themes later in the movie that didn't really get followed up on very well.
Yeah, like they were like, and then we saved this person, but there's no follow up
That-
on the person that they saved or how
yeah.
they actually saved them. They just had a very
They
emotionally
just tell you they're
charged
saved.
moment.
They didn't even really
Yeah.
tell us that they're saved.
No, it was
Wow.
like the girl
Let's
is
not
shielding.
spoil.
Okay, well, I mean, either way, it's like an emotional moment happens. The villain becomes emasculated. I don't know what the word is, but he like just collapses literally from nothing. And that's it. That's how we deal with the problem. Like,
I
I'm not
love
gonna
dealing
say.
with my problems by letting them collapse in front of me.
Yeah, I wish
Problem
that's how it
solved.
worked. I wish that's how it worked.
Even that sounds more final than what happened in the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, Azal Magia, really quickly, thank you for the 5 bits. Last time on Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Sebastian sent his father to the Shadow Realm after proving he's a stinky man. Also, Lang was there and arrested Justine for having a Minotaur for a son. Oh, the kid.
Because
Also,
he's got the cow thing going on.
also, she might have killed a man. All right, but
Maybe.
And that would be her right.
absolutely, as a girl boss,
Yeah.
she's got the
That's
God
right.
forbid women do anything.
Speaking of doing anything, I'm going to choose to do an introduction for Soupy.
Nice save.
Thank you.
You're like, speaking of doing anything,
Yes,
how about trying to play this game for once?
No, we're going to introduce Soupy. We, of course, are joined, speaking of boss rights, we are joined by the bossest of Soups, Soup Dog. Soup, hi.
Hi, hope everybody's doing well. I do really like that description of Blaze as a very stinky man.
Very stinky
Yeah, he is
man.
a stinky man.
I can't
He would-
imagine,
He
like,
would be all
Oh.
mildewy.
he would definitely have that wet dog smell. Just
I
like
was
all
going to
the time.
say, wet dog, burning rubber, leather.
Ugh.
Oh, burning
Gasoline.
rubber.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Do you think his farts smell like burning rubber?
Probably. I think he probably, like, drinks gasoline.
it's like that movie Titan that we saw.
Oh my god.
Wait, what movie?
We saw a film, without going
A
into too
French
much
movie.
detail, a French film about a woman who has relations with a car and gives birth to a half human, half metal child.
I feel like I might have heard about that at some point.
You probably
I've never
have.
seen
There
it,
was a
though.
lot of buzz
Probably from
recently.
us a couple days ago.
Is that like how recently you watched it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
Sunday, Friday. It's
Very,
Sunday.
very interesting, very crazy movie. It does sound like Utena. We were making lots of Utena references as
It's
Omagio.
just the Utena movie.
It's obviously some sort of trauma metaphor, and it kind
Definitely,
of
yeah.
felt like a movie about a trans narrative, sort of.
Definitely non-binary. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they've gotta like make the metaphor with a car instead.
Well,
Well-
the car was related because the character is in a car accident while their father is disciplining them at the beginning of the movie. So it establishes that there is trauma connected to the relationship with their father
And the car.
and the car, and they end up expressing themselves through pain. They don't really speak; they just sort of lash out and use their body and hurt people. And
Like a car does.
well, sure. They have more of a connection with the car and intimacy with the vehicles than they do with people.
But
We
it's
didn't
strange
finish.
because like there are two scenes where she fucks cars, and then I feel like trauma happens right after that. So I'm wondering if it's like I don't know. It's very strange.
We have not finished the Death Stranding playthrough, Oberon. I do want to get back to that. I've been very focused on editing and getting other work done IRL, but I will be getting back to Death Stranding. I also want to stream some more not Duel Masters, Master Duel. That's a different thing. Pui CS, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 16 months, almost a year and a half there. Good evening. Gavarok, the love bug, darker and edgier.
Wouldn't it be the love bug, the happy ending?
My gosh. Herbie has gone bananas. All right, guys. So last time we had a very emotional and very satisfying section of the game where we stood in Sebastian's corner as he confronted his father. His father, it was very evocative for both Edgeworth as a character and, of course, Sebastian himself getting to stand up and prove himself and prove his worth to his father and, not take any shit. But after that, because we wrapped up essentially the Blaze to Best chapter of things, I don't know if Sebastian's done. I don't think he is. I think he'll probably come back. But Blaze certainly seems to be dealt with. But aside from that, we've still got to wrap up the mystery of the murder of the president, the prime minister of Zhengfa. Is he a president?
Yes.
And of course, Justine Courtney. What happened there? She got arrested by Lang.
Wait,
We
did
don't-
she get arrested?
Yeah, she got taken
In
away.
the courthouse,
Oh.
right?
Think so, yeah.
Is that where that happened?
I don't remember. that.
Yeah, Lang
He
showed
did
up.
come in and it was just like, you're under arrest.
He went, nah, 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 nah,
It was
nah.
really fast, yeah. It was like we had this huge emotional arc where Miles was talking to his inner child, or was that last week?
That was
think
that was the last one we did. Yeah, I mean both.
That was the last one.
Both because we
So,
had
yeah,
the
like-
we had the chess dimension, and then it was followed up by the confrontation.
Right. So yeah, like we had this amazing moment where Sebastian, like Miles is literally talking to his inner child just in the middle of the street. And then like a situation wherein the kid stands up to his father and Miles is like, "You got this, baby." Like he was dad. He was dad to Sebastian. It was I was just sitting there voicing both of those characters like dying on the inside.
We also
It was so
established that he
good.
got taken away by a trash thing or something. Was that last time?
I don't know. Who is he?
One time,
Sebastian?
there was somebody. John, I think. Was that
John,
We
yeah.
already established that was part of the court thing, though, wasn't it? Because we were like,
Oh,
we
and
had
we
the
saved-
evidence.
We saved John.
Yeah,
We saved John.
that's right.
and
We got a
were-
phone call, and everybody was happy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was how that ended. Was that we figured out that Courtney's kid was okay, and that and Gumshoe had his titties out.
He
Gumshoe had his
sure did.
titties out.
All
I
right,
was so excited about that.
and I guess
We were talking to someone who showed us Titan, but she was excited about Gumshoe's titties too, and she totally forgot about the image because I think she was talking about in Trials and Tribulations. She was saying she played that the second one when she was young, and she saw Gumshoe with like no jacket on or something, and she was like, "Ooh, he's got a big chest," and I was like, "He's got his titties out in this one too, wearing his normal suit, taking off the big old jacket."
Any tits out gumshoe game is a good game.
Yeah, but Dinsis, well, I mean, you missed when, if you weren't here last
No jacket.
Wednesday, he took his jacket off and he put it around John's shoulders in the little, what do they call it? Like not PV, CV, I think, is the image still that they make for these sorts of games. But like it had like them when they found the kid, and Gumshoe was just wearing like a suit, but his jacket was like pulled back from the wind, so he had his titties out, and it was just the button-up shirt. Like normally, apparently, we have 3 layers of clothes between me and Gumshoe's titties, but now we only had 1.
PV
Well, he was
is
wearing his jacket, his like regular
Yes, but
suit
it was
jacket.
pulled back, is what I was saying, because of the drama of the
No,
moment.
because of the
So
tits out moment.
yeah, I have a very vivid moment of somebody using the little carbuncle with the bongos emote, and I was like, that's me on Gumshoe's titties.
Oh yeah.
PV and CV, like, I don't know what the difference is myself, but it reminds me of OVA and OAV, because, like, I remember hearing that a
Because
lot.
they're interchangeable.
Yeah, they're, like, what is, it's original video animation or original animated video or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
There's no
think there is very
difference.
much difference between the two of them. Like maybe if there is, it's very specific, like this amount of time versus this amount of time, but I don't know what those differences are.
I just remember everybody was talking about the Tenchimuyo OAVs, and then every time I heard OVA, I was like, don't you mean OAV? What's the difference?
Yeah, I would always hear OVA. I always thought OAV was awkward.
OAV does
I think
sound
I
awkward.
always say OVA.
OVA sounds way
Yeah.
better. OVA.
But then I guess original animated video makes more sense saying out loud as
But
opposed
I
to
feel like
original video
they both
animation.
mean exactly the same thing.
They do, yeah. It's kind of like ADR and dubbing are technically the same thing. Like they're both like voicing over like footage, but ADR is, I guess, stuff that's in English and dubbing is stuff
Mm.
that's in foreign language. So I don't know if
Mhm.
there's like a
You got a
difference,
great
like
butt.
that kind of difference between OVA and OAV or anything. But
Redbeard Elite,
and I
thank you.
imagine most of our viewers are too young to know.
Redbeard Elite, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 16 months. Daddy, when are you making another abridged Yu-Gi-Oh series? Another Yu-Gi-Oh abridged will be out real soon. I'm honestly...
That's what you've been working on.
That's what I've been working on. I'm putting the I don't want to say the last touches, but I'm putting everything together, and my goal is to
The
get it out.
script is getting together.
I've also been editing it while I've been doing the script.
Oh, you
so,
have? Okay,
yeah.
well, that's good.
So like a lot has been done. So we'll look forward to seeing that soon. I'm not going to say specifically when, because anytime I do, I don't meet that deadline.
It never happens.
It stresses me out. But
Yeah.
yes, look for it soon. I'm looking forward to getting it out. I'm really excited about it. And thank you again for resubscribing. All right,
You should give a date that's like way far in the future and then get it done before
2025.
then. Yeah, then just get it done before then, and then when you get it done technically early, you can just be like, look what I did for everyone. I got
Yeah.
it done early.
There you go. New Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge 2025, everyone. You're welcome.
No. All right. Do we want
That's what I
to...
used to do, though. I'd be like, I need 3 weeks for a 1-week job, and then I'd get it to him in
That's
1 week
the-
and be like, you're welcome.
That's the Scotty logic, the Scotty strategy. When they had that episode with James Doohan of The Next Generation, where he came back
Oh, yeah.
and he was like,
He did
I
that.
always used to say I can do this in 3 hours when I knew I could do it in like 1.
Yeah, well, you also
Under
need
promise
to be like,
and over deliver.
you got to make sure that you leave room for fuck-ups.
Hoo-ha.
Always fuck-ups.
And Natios, thank you for
Ooh-ha.
cashing in your star chips for a hoo-ha.
Ooh,
Good way to start the stream. All right, speaking of starting the stream, let's jump into the game.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see any. I
Pardon
don't think.
any peeps you may hear, by the way.
It's all
Callers.
good. Mozzarella. The sound of mozzarella is very soothing. Except in
Yeah,
the morning,
people-
first thing when she's just like, "Ah."
I just love when you get out of bed. She'll usually peep when you get out of bed, but when she knows you're going to the bathroom, and if she
looked the wrong way.
figures this out in mid peep, she'll be like, ah. Like, she'll just turn into a crazy fucking
Well, monster.
Anatios,
gets
thank you
real
for cashing
excited.
in the other star chips before it turned down. And we've got this now.
A lot of things happening.
Thank you, Was Just Jerry and Stolas for cashing in your star chips for free real estate and high up. A lot of Tim Heidecker coming at you very fast. The hoo-ha clip is from the On Cinema Oscar special, the 8th On Cinema Oscar special. And you have to get through about 10 years of On Cinema to get to that special to understand why he's saying hoo-ha. Anyway, I'm happy to jump into the game here. Here we go. April 6th, 2:52 p.m. outside Grand Tower, temporary film lot. Can you guys hear it okay?
Yes. Could you please give it a rest already?
My tiny arms, the heck? I'm telling y'all, it's best for y'all's sake to come clean.
I think that Miles needs to donate some hands to Lotta.
Yeah.
He's got enough. The staff has their lips sealed shut as the reporters continue their tenacious negotiations.
That was a mouthful.
If you're not
It sure
here,
was.
if you're not here to cooperate with the investigation, I must ask you to vacate the premises.
I work here. Put a sock in it, comer. Y'all couldn't even stop Mozilla's invasion.
What good are the police if they
Goddamn.
can't stop a kaiju?
Yeah. Not only did they secretly raise a giant monster, but now the staff is trying to cover it up. Like I said, we haven't been raising any monsters here at the film lot.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we gave you Penny.
Did you want her back?
No, that's fine. You can have her. I like Jigglypuff. God damn it.
Oh no.
But you ain't you done said what? That's a fucking shit. Ain't you said you done saw Gordy yourself?
But ain't you done said done the thing?
Ain't you shit yourself?
Sure, I shot myself. But it's not like we were shooting it at the film lot.
God. Okay. Mind if we butt in? I don't know who this is. This is
Who is
Edgeworth.
putting it in my butt, please?
Hey, it's
Somebody
me.
put-
Mind if
oh my
we...
god, please put it in my butt!
God, this is so many
Oh
people.
god, put it in my butt.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna put something in my mouth.
Is that really much better, Barrett?
Thank you, Lena Kara, for cashing in your star chips.
It depends on what I put in my mouth.
I've lost
And
control.
John.
Oh, y'all come here to search for the monster too?
We're searching for a criminal, not a monster.
Lang, please, butt in.
Langzy says
Put it in my butt.
no.
With that voice.
The darkness inside a criminal's heart can be likened to a monster. Well, when it comes to killing people, criminals aren't much different from monsters.
Thank you, Lena.
Agent Lang, this is a problem. I can't let outsiders into the crime scene.
These are all key figures in the case. I'd like them to be here when the investigation resumes.
You fucking nerd. Agent Lang, regarding what you said about resuming the investigation, where do you intend to start?
We'll start by reviewing the case.
All right.
Today, here we go. Here's a little recap.
Okay.
The body of President Huang was found here at the film lot. The president's whereabouts from 2 nights ago is still unknown. Oh, that's Edgeworth.
Oh, that's me. Seems he snuck out from under the eyes of his bodyguards and ventured outside.
And that night was the last time he was seen alive. It was when he met with you. Oh, guess Judge Courtney wasn't taken away. It was when, but she is probably arrested.
They might have established her as a suspect.
It was when he met with you, Judge Courtney, on the roof of the Grand Tower.
Oh,
Interesting.
milk.
That was. So, why did you meet with the president?
I'm holding milk, you fucking pervert.
I know.
God.
But you said it right, and
What
she
is
like
your
went.
problem?
Like a Pokemon. That I cannot say.
You can't tell us even under suspicion of murder.
Boy, did that. Thank you for the bit. John has the milk sweats.
Ugh.
I
There
love
they
it
are.
when you go to like those Brazilian steakhouses and you eat so much meat that you basically start sweating the blood of the meat that
Oh,
you've
God.
eaten.
I
His
love a
milk
good
is
Brazilian
sweating.
steakhouse, though. Oh
Oh,
God.
Brazilian steakhouse, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you want to drink that milk, bro. That milk has sentience. Can't say. Why not?
Miss Courtney, if you don't say anything, you'll only be more suspicious. Ha! She must have had reason to clam up. I think you're somehow involved in the president's assassination.
Hold the fucking phone. The president's body was only discovered today. That still leaves a blank of one whole day after Judge Courtney met with him unaccounted for.
It leaves a blank. Don't be so impatient. We're gonna fill in that blank right here, right now.
Lang, you cannot be speaking like
Gonna
this. You're a
Fill in your
slut.
blank.
You're a fucking slut.
The evening on that blank day in question is what's important. What
Oh my
happened here
God.
last night?
What happened, Lang? We need to figure it out. Oh, we need to recreate us. We need to recreate it, Lang.
We need to
What
recreate
happened?
us?
We need to recreate us from last night, Lang.
So why don't you tell us, John Marsh?
Me? What the fuck?
We know you were here last night.
What? John was here?
It's because he's
I don't like
bisexual.
this sprite.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's a strange one. She
It's
started
very
doing it a
strange.
lot.
Yeah, I don't like the hands on the face.
The
Like,
hands
if
on
it
the
was
face.
chest,
Like
maybe
weird.
That's different.
Like if it was on her
Yeah.
titties.
Like even if she just had her arms down.
Or
My-
folded or something.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10. Oh, actually, at Sologria, thank you for redeeming your. It's because he's bisexual. And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. If there's a blank, it's a man's job to fill it. Lang Z probably. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Yes, Lang, fill that blank. Did you say this, Soupy?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Between that little Missy's
Good, Marin?
No.
Between that little Missy's testimony and the footprints we found, we can easily prove it.
I'm going through puberty as an adult. It's not okay.
John, you were rehearsing here last night, right?
You were spying on me? The fuck?
I'm sorry. I just came to check up on things.
Yes, thank you for bonking Marin, Demon. It's a
It's not
necessity.
my fault.
We need to
It's not my fault. I'm trying.
keep on top of that.
You really shouldn't be staying up so late, you know.
Mind your own business.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
John Marsh, that young lady was worried about you.
He got yanked.
You will not speak to her like that.
Damn, Mom. Sorry.
Happy Mother's Day to Justine Courtney.
Happy Mother's Day, Justine.
How many times have I told you to be more mindful of the way you speak?
Is it just me, or does Miss Courtney's personality seem kinda different?
You will
She's in mom
respect
mode.
women.
Oh. She seems to be as strict with her own son as she is with those who violate the law.
I don't see her putting her son in jail.
Not yet.
She puts him in timeout. Yeah.
Are you listening to me? And earlier as well.
There she goes. She's fucking chewing his ear off.
That went on for a while.
Why is her mouth just moving like that?
Blah, 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 blah.
You know.
You should always bear that in mind, no matter the occasion.
Can we get on with the investigation already?
Fair question.
Ah, pardon me.
For Judge Courtney to get carried away like that,
That's pretty hot.
I'm aroused. This must be her motherly side. Agent Lang, do you suspect John?
All I want is the truth. Why was the president killed? And I want to know who killed him. I'll do whatever it takes to find out.
It seems the president was like family to him.
President Dad.
John, would it be alright if I asked you a few questions? If we asked you a few questions? I want to ask. We got to talk to you.
The Void Adept,
We
thank you
need
for
to have a
the,
talk.
thank you for the bit. Void Adept, I counted 3 unrefrigerated cartons of milk from John's backpack. That kid must have a stomach and bladder of steel.
Isn't it, like, bad for you to drink more than a gallon of milk? Like, you could actively do harm to your body if you drank more than a gallon of milk, and that's why you puke it up.
What?
I don't
Like-
know.
I know that there's a thing that, like if you drink too much milk, you just puke it up.
I mean,
If you drink too much anything, I imagine.
It- my brother drinks like at least a gallon of milk a day, and I've never seen him throw it up.
I'm pretty sure your brother is an alien.
Yeah, probably.
Don't drink too
But
much milk.
But I've never seen that alien throw up milk, so.
Well, maybe it's like if you drink it all at once or something.
I mean,
just
that could
remember-
count for anything, though.
I suppose. I don't know.
Too much water.
I
you
don't
throw it up.
trust milk. Well, if you don't pee water out, then yeah, you will die if you drink too much water. That's called water poisoning.
But you can also, like, just throw it up if you drink too much all at once.
I suppose, yeah. I don't know. I don't trust milk. Milk is disgusting.
It's the calcium, says Void Adept. It can damage the kidneys.
There we go. So yeah, don't trust milk. Don't do it. Sure, it's fine. I got nothing to hide anyway,
This
except
guy's-
for multiple cartons of milk.
Yeah, this guy's
And a
hoarding the
murder.
milk.
Yeah, I remember. That's why I was like, "Isn't milk
Is that
bad?"
where
It's
you
because
got
of
that
Parks
from?
and Rec.
That's
yeah.
where you got
I'm
that
gonna
from?
drink 8 glasses
And
of-
you presented
Yes.
it like it was
Because
real.
Anne's a nurse. Anne's a nurse. She
But isn't she
knows.
also a little stupid?
Also, Leslie's
no-
trying to drink them
well-
all at once.
Anne is not stupid. Anne is just driven by pussy. That's all. Or dick, I suppose.
Same.
Like her motivation for dick. That doesn't make her stupid. That just
John's
makes her
rehearsal.
I haven't actually seen much Parks and Rec.
Oh, you need to.
if you
But
like
Chris
The
Pratt
Office,
is in it.
That is a
if you
problem.
like The Office, you'll like Parks and Rec. But yeah, Chris Pratt does become a bigger character. Although he gets written out briefly, so
He's in it less as the show gets toward the end, yeah.
because he starts booking movies.
John!
But I don't want him. I don't want to watch a show and then like get to the toward the end and Chris Pratt is in it less, which is great. But also know it's because he's becoming more successful.
Yeah.
It like outside of that show. You know?
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. I love fucking Nick Offerman so much. in that
Same.
show. I wasn't feeling too great during yesterday's shoot. Probably too much milk.
He
so I
made-
made a few bloopers.
Oh, so he's saying he messed
shat
up.
everywhere.
Threw up all over the
threw
set.
up.
No,
shat.
no.
Reshooting the scene today, so
Ryrie Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. I really like Parks and Rec. His character is meant to be hated at first, so there is that too. Yeah, there is that too,
It's
but
not that I hate the character; it's that I hate him.
yeah. I kind of get it because I really hated his girlfriend.
Aubrey Plaza.
Not Aubrey Plaza, yeah. I really hated her at first because like her character thing was like, oh yes, I'm Puerto Rican, that means I'm lively and colorful. Like that's supposed to be the joke, is that she's not very lively and colorful, and that's just her whole personality. And I was like, but she gets more tolerable. But anyway, I feel you. Well, I decided to rehearse a little on my own, that's all. I do it all the time. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary.
All right.
You were rehearsing alone that late at night? Where was I?
Yeah, where were you?
John, when I called you last night, you told me you were at the hotel. Wait. So this would have been while the whole, like, Blaze to Best shit was going down, right? So I guess that's where she was.
Oh.
You called him. About what time was that?
I believe it was around 11 p.m. I require him to call me every night. That's our rule when he stays away from home.
The truth is, I was at the film lot during that time.
So you lied to me.
Oh, the mom theme is bopping up. Oh, that's me. I'm sorry.
Miss Courtney sure is angry. I think it's admirable that he practiced on his own, even if he hid it from his mom.
I'm sure she was simply worried. Who knows what could have happened to him out alone so late at night. And in reality, he did get caught up in yesterday's incident.
But John said there wasn't anything out of the ordinary, right?
Is that really the truth? Hone Tony.
Because don't we
no
have, like, in the
Shuju
background
Sudeska.
of the
The
tape,
footage.
there was no footprint, right?
So yeah, there is something out of the ordinary. Alright, I wasn't feeling too great. I made a few bloopers. They're reshooting the scene today, so, well, I decided to rehearse a little on my own, that's all. Is that... No,
I think of the last one.
There
I
we
think
go.
this one we can probably present the videotape.
wasn't anything out of the ordinary. Videotape. Boom.
Ha ha ha, you stupid child. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. That's a fucking lie.
And for the record,
Deca.
regarding Aubrey Plaza, you've turned around on Aubrey Plaza, haven't you, Marin?
I mean, I started liking her character more when, like, they started giving her more to do than just be, like, in love with Andy and Cranky.
But you
So,
also
yes,
like Aubrey Plaza more than you like April. Because you watched that one movie.
I do. I like Aubrey Plaza as, like, yeah. I mean, I appreciate that, like, because there aren't very many girls
Exactly.
or women like her.
Exactly.
In the, yeah, but I just wish that there were more.
Great in the Grumpy Cat movie.
Oh my god. I had blocked that from my memory. We watched that.
We did. Edgeworth has the VHS.
We have the evidence right here. It's the
It's a
Grumpy Cat
movie.
starring Aubrey Plaza
And John.
and John
As Grumpy Cat.
as Grumpy Cat. Ah, that's also me. Could that be? That's right. It's the video you recorded of your performance.
Avoided up, thank you for the bit. John has fucked up now. You don't mess with a mummy who has un rather than la chancla.
Oh, that's Spanish. La chancla is like when they smack you with a shoe.
Yeah.
Oh. What? You telling me you have video from last night?
It's like a flip-flop. Exactly. And in this video, I have la chancla. There's clearly something that is out of the ordinary. Why do I have a chancla?
What is that? Is that a VHS sound? This is a monster's footprint.
Would you say that monsters' footprints are commonplace on a film set? Yes.
I mean,
On a monster
would.
film, yeah.
I would say that they are very commonplace on a film set.
oh, you're odd.
John, why did you conceal this video from us?
Oh, no reason, really.
Hey, pup! This is no joking matter. You had a reason to hide it, right?
John Marsh, answer him clearly.
Arikio says, where are they playing the video? I like to think Gumshoe opened his mouth and they put the VHS in, and then he just pulled his jacket
And then he
open.
closes his mouth,
His
and then you see the
titties!
video in his eyes.
Oh, no, just like he pulls his shirt up and his whole, like, swath of chest
Just
is
like-
the screen.
He's a Teletubby.
Yes,
like
he's
David
not, he
Cronenberg.
can't be in 16, he can't do widescreen, he can only do full screen, because he's very square. But Mom... Well... I didn't want anyone to see me rehearsing, so I fucking sucked!
Yeah. Why'd you film it then? I guess you're watching your tape back.
Yeah, he's gotta watch his performance. In other words, you're embarrassed about others seeing you practice. I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a problem with that? I'm gonna strangle this milk.
You're saying that? Drop the milk.
Nobody has
to do this.
Nobody has to die.
We're gonna drink this. You don't stop.
You're saying that's why you hid the evidence?
John.
Ah! I have so much milk. Quit nagging me. You've already busted me. What more do you want? Yeah, the footprints were there, but I just practiced and headed home. How come... excuse me. How come you're so calm after finding those footprints?
Bucketato. They're gonna milk that joke dry.
It's a monster, you know? A real live monster!
I gotta say, if you're gonna drink that much milk, at least drink chocolate milk.
I gotta watch out for my teeth, man. That'll rot your teeth right out. I'm drinking teeth if I just drink regular milk. If it's chunky milk, it's chunk teeth chunks.
I don't want to ever hear drinking teeth again.
I thought it was just a part of the set. Gulp, gulp.
Ugh.
Besides, there's lots of other weird stuff around here, too.
Don't have a cow, guys.
Put Martin in the pun jail.
Throw
He's
him in the
suspicious,
prison.
Chief. This kid's really suspicious.
The void adept, thank you for the bit. Police officers. He has Nesquik. Open fire. I'm in the pun jail.
Lena, Kira, they're on top of their shit. You're right. The smell of a scoop stinks to high scoop. Excuse me, sorry. Oh my god, I mispronounced that word. I said the P on there. Fuck. The smell of a scoop, it stinks to high heaven. It smells like poo. Shut up. Oh, no. Shut up. We're done talking. I don't have an accent.
This is such a confusing scene.
We're not done here yet. What now? The monster's footprints weren't the only unusual things that happened last night.
Yeah, the whole fire that was set, right?
And a man died.
Yeah,
that too, yeah.
A moina.
The dead man in the middle of the footprint. Bottom left.
Yeah, should I?
I think we probably need to talk about the fire at this point.
Oh,
Where is the fire?
where is the fire?
Maybe it's the head.
There you go. It fell.
A monster's head fell from the roof of that building.
And that's the weirdest thing that happened.
That is very
Super
strange.
weird.
Yeah. Weird.
Sorry.
Gonna go next. Surely you must have known about that. You fucking child idiot. I don't know anything about it.
Baby Baka.
You tiny baby baka, is that true, Deska? I told you, I just practiced a bit and then I went back.
Pumpkin Panic, thank you for raiding. Hope you had a good stream. We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
I love
And
pumpkin.
you were playing Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda. That's a hell of a title, but obviously that is the spin-off from the Crypt of the Necrodancer. Very cool rhythm games.
I don't know anything about Mozilla's head falling or anything like that. Or do you have evidence to show that I know something? You're gonna read my brain? There certainly isn't any evidence of that. It's also possible it fell after John had already gone back. If there's no evidence, then like I said, we're done talking. It seems that John doesn't really want to talk about last night. What
What is
my
wrong
first
with
hint
you?
was. Could be what? No, I was saying I was laughing at the repetition of the phrasing.
Oh,
God,
okay.
what is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Could he be hiding something after all?
Wait up.
Hmm? Agent Lang?
Yeah, I'm here too. Hey, it's as I thought. Thank you, Mr. Prosecutor. This video backs up my logic. Huh? Is there something in the video that's related to the case? Yeah.
You mean like the whole video?
Yeah, everything. Take a good hard look at the monster costume in the top left. The dinosaur-looking thing? Is that Gordy? No, that's
That's
Muzilla.
Mozilla.
The Muzilla costume? Try comparing it with the one over there right now. It looks like it's just hanging there limply, though. And the zipper on its back is zipped up tightly.
Zipper on its back.
These things aren't
I thought
real.
that was real. Yeah. Oh,
Well, that's a
the
zipper.
discrepancy is
XYZ Muzilla.
that Mozilla is a whore.
Yeah, the difference is plain to see. In the video, the zipper is clearly open. That's right. Someone was inside. What?
Mr. Powers, is the costume zipper usually?
It's always zipped up tightly when it's not in use.
Mr. Prosecutor, I'm over here now. Do you remember my logic from before?
Do you think that Edgeworth gave Will Powers that kerchief?
I think so.
2 nights
Was it
ago.
too?
Huh?
It was a token of his apology for trying to put him in jail.
It was a favor. 2 nights ago, Courtney pushed the president off the roof and killed him. Afterwards, she snuck into the film lot to hide the body.
In here?
Wouldn't it be easy to hide a body in a costume or behind all his equipment? Then all she had to do last night was retrieve the body.
You're saying the body was hidden inside the costume?
Yeah, that's right. Judge Courtney. 2 nights ago, you pushed the president off the roof of the tower. You then hid the body inside the monster costume.
And nobody smelled it ever.
Nobody could smell it.
I did no such thing.
Say what you want, but you're the only one who could have done it. The thing that I'm suggesting happened that we don't have proof of.
You're the only one who could have done this thing I made up just now.
That should have already been proven impossible. The film what was walked at the time.
The film
It was
what?
locked. Somebody locked this film lot. Judge Courtney could not have entered this place.
And what if there was an accomplice? Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth should just do what everyone else does and just say to Lang, either give me a motive or you're full of shit. Yeah, what is Justine's motive here?
Nani? The fuck?
I'll tell you my reasoning, so listen up. All these titties are gonna tell you something.
Smack them, baby.
Mother and son theory.
Oh.
This is the perfect part of the game to be playing on Mother's Day. When the president was
We timed it this way somehow.
When the president was pushed off the roof, John was waiting at the film lot. If John was an accomplice, the problem with the locks would be resolved. The two of them then hid the president's body inside that monster costume over there.
You think this crime had such an elaborate plan?
Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Huang said, "Fuck you" to the goddess of law, and Justine lost her cool.
The goddess of law took over her body momentarily and just beat him to death.
We have to arrest the god of law.
Yes. That'll probably be what Ace Attorney 7 is about. Where they just straight up have to do like deity law.
Yes.
Man, we gotta save that one for when Phoenix Wright dies.
The Hades crossover.
And then he's like at the pearly gates
To take
arguing his case.
To take the life of a
To
nation's...
avoid hell, where Gregory
Yeah.
Edward went.
And it's still waiting.
That'll be like the end case where they have to argue that Gregory Edwards should not have gone to hell in the first place.
Oh shit. Love it.
To take the life of a nation's president. An elaborate plan is to be expected, don't you think?
Yeah, the elaborate plan of pushing someone off a roof. John would never take part in such a crime.
How could John physically push a man the size of the president?
I think in this the idea is that John would have unlocked the
Unlocked it,
gates
yeah.
for her
I
because
see.
he would be able to because he works on the film set.
But what are the odds of pushing the president off the edge of a building, nobody seeing it on the ground floor at all, and then them picking
Yeah.
up the body, getting to a film set, which is right next door, admittedly. But I guess is the idea that she pushed him into the film set?
The idea is she pushed him into the film set and then somehow got his body into the costume and then hung it back up.
And there's no blood anywhere, and there's no like
Yeah.
cracked concrete or anything.
I feel like we're getting a bit nitpicky with that, but
Uh,
with these games, it's very rarely like, I don't know.
We did have a whole thing about how the location of the blood.
Yes, that was the last one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. So.
You're the one
suck my
being
butt.
you're the one being suspected. Your words don't carry much weight.
I wouldn't think those two had sufficient motive for something like this, though.
Just mother-son activity, killing the president.
Well, maybe
It
they
was
had a
Mother's
motive.
Day.
Well, maybe they had a motive that we didn't know about. You know, Mother's Day should be like the Purge, when, like, for one day, mothers can just do whatever the fuck.
There would be a lot of dead children.
I know.
I don't think
Jesus.
that's a good idea.
I think that's how my mother just viewed Mother's Day anyway.
Yeah, I think a lot of mothers view Mother's Day as the purge.
We need that alarm sound. You were the last one to meet with the president, and you're still keeping the details secret.
The father is like bringing the children into the room. Okay, we have reservations at Denny's. If we don't get there on time.
Reservations at Denny's?
all right. We have reservations for Olive Garden. We gotta make sure that she knows we care.
Is there a Denny's on this earth that even takes reservations?
Maybe for Mother's Day. They got the maitre d' for Denny's out there.
They're serving mimosas like that one day out of the year.
Ooh, oh, Denny's mimosas. All right.
Don't you think it's only natural that you're being suspected?
Judge Courtney, is there no other way for you to tell us your secret?
How are you so beautiful?
How do you look so good? Doctors
Easy,
hate her.
breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Judging people.
It keeps me young. My apologies. I just cannot, no matter what.
Guys, Mizra in the chat says, popping in to say that Marin and Soupy were part of what sold me on Final Fantasy XIV with Wait for Shadowbringers.
Yay!
And they've literally just reached Shadowbringers.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You are in for a ride.
And Void
I
Adept,
gotta play more.
yes, you
Yeah.
do. Void Adept, thank you for the bit. At least go to the Full Hog and book a table at TGI Fridays.
We get bottomless mozzarella sticks at fucking TGI Fridays.
Hoo-ha.
bitch.
Do they legit have
Ooh-ha.
bottomless mozzarella sticks?
Sometimes, yeah, like they
Hoo-ha.
had like a bottomless appetizers.
Oh.
And mozzarella sticks were on the menu. I remember because I read an article about somebody who tested the full honor system of the bottomless appetizers. And
Yeah,
it was
wasn't it
like,
someone who stayed there all day?
yeah, they were like, hang on, is there an hour limit on how long I have to sit on? Can I stay here all day? And they're like, well, you can't stay here until we have to close. But they had too many mozzarella sticks. I remember them talking about how disgusted they were by the mozzarella sticks by like the fourth plate.
I couldn't do that because I don't know if I could stop myself.
If it were potato skins, I probably would eat
Oh,
them
God,
until I
yeah.
was sick.
Yeah, anywhere that has bottomless fries, I can't go.
Oh, that is dangerous. Yeah. Bottomless fries, bottomless ranch.
Yeah.
That's the perfect food right there. I'm
Senmara,
so white.
Senmara, thank you for cashing in your Starships for a hoo-ha back there. You said this, right,
Oh,
Soupy?
yeah. Pizza
Yes.
Hut did have the buffet.
Al
That
Joe,
shit made me gain like 30 pounds.
Eli Jones, thank you for following.
However, when the time I can talk about it comes, I will surely let you know. So if you could please...
Believe you? Is that what you wanted to say? That's what all criminals say.
Believe women, you fucking sexist.
And you, pup, if you've got an explanation, hurry up and spit it out.
Ooh, I like him calling. Oh, I thought he was calling Miles Edgeworth a pup. Huh, I didn't do nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Both mother and son won't talk. You still gonna defend them like this?
It's true. Judge Courtney's actions are a mystery. However, we still don't know whether or not that ties in with a motive for murder.
What? If you can't explain something, then obviously they killed someone. I mean, it's... Yeah.
Look, I know that used to work, but it doesn't work right now.
Yeah, that's right. Their motive for murder can wait. For now, let's talk about the situation surrounding the crime. And the fact that these two are the only ones who could have done it. Alright, mother and son theory. When the president was pushed off the roof, John was waiting at the film lot. If John was an accomplice, the problem with the locks... Are we pressing?
I think we're pressing it.
Okay, then let's go back. Just press.
Agent Lang, don't tell me you're saying John was an accomplice.
John still looks like a grade school kid. He's even got a kitty backpack to boot.
Oh.
And he's short and tiny.
How could he be an accomplice? There's just no way. He could be a movie star, but come on.
Like I said, John's already in middle school and the backpack is part of his costume.
That's why he never takes it off.
Langzy says... Method acting is the stupidest shit you can do.
Yes.
He may be
Yes,
a little
Lang,
brat,
yes.
but a villain deserves no mercy.
I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, but yes.
So Mr. Langzy didn't make any allowances for age? Mr. Prosecutor, you're not just defending him because he's a pup, are you? I know you love puppies.
Of course, that was never my intention. Such devastation. I
Man.
shall present suitable evidence in due course. There you go. I threw that in there for you, Soupy. Hum num 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 num.
Yum, 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 yum. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
That was me eating soup. She's tasty. You were right, Martin.
Hearty. The void of that, thank you for the bit. Langzy says, I call bullshit. I'm looking forward to it. My logic's just getting started. I just got started on my logic just today.
I'm leveling
Trying
it
out
up
some
right
new
now.
things.
Yeah,
Trying this thinking thing.
working out pretty good.
Hello, Rattlesnake774.
How would that resolve the problem?
I figured you'd ask that, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, it's actually quite simple.
Then explain it.
Listen up. First, that woman pushes the president off the roof.
Right.
She pushes him off. Then, that brat, who knew the combination for the lock, unlocks the film lot. I see.
Right.
The combination unlocks the brat.
Uh-huh. What? No, it's the opposite, Kay. Don't unlock the brat.
That's all it takes. With this, the problem of the lock is solved.
Okay, but who's carrying the body?
Your theory that she couldn't get in because she didn't know the combination no longer flies.
That's no one, of course. Huh. Regarding the lock, that definitely is a plausible explanation. Agent Lang, thank you for your clear explanation.
Oh
of my
man,
big
I
dumb
love
info
your
brain.
sarcasm.
My sarcasm? I'm so dumb. I don't know what you're talking about. Please,
Yeah.
continue with what you were saying before.
Heh. If you're gonna give up, you better do it now.
Bless you.
Apologies.
Bless you. Bless you.
Okay.
God bless you. God bless you. Alright, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses.
Edgeworth.
I'm cleaning my glasses. I can't see shit because they're disgusting. That's
Pinkies.
not Edgeworth speaking yet. He will be able to say that in the next game. Or
Specifically
is it
that.
5? I think it's 5. Supposing those two, yeah, he's gonna be like, I can't see shit because of my glasses. This is my Edgeworth voice when he gets glasses. Supposing those two were accomplices.
He puts on his glasses back on. He's like, now where were we?
The DILF energy. Why would they have needed to leave the body hanging there for an entire day? We should play Disco Elysium later, Mark.
Okay.
Why don't you give it a rest and take a good hard look at reality?
Oh,
Thanks to their trickery, our investigation has been confused up until now. Doesn't that about answer your question?
sorry, I
Got
stopped
it?
listening it hard.
Those two hit the body.
Oh.
Inside that monster costume over there.
What monster? In the video, we cannot see the inside of the costume. So can you really say for certain that the body was placed inside?
I like to think that in the first 3 games, Edgeworth has contacts, but the more emotional he becomes, the more he cries, and the more it bothers him. So he gets glasses to prevent this being an issue.
I like that.
I was
Gowie.
actually thinking that he wouldn't accept the fact that he wasn't perfect.
That makes
because
sense.
of
That makes
karma
sense.
trauma. So he's just blind as a fucking bat, wandering around trying not to hit things.
Go EG7, thank you for the follow.
Ouija time.
Did you say this?
Oh, but I did, yes.
Yeah, I'll give you that much. In that case, why don't we try examining it? Examining it. The inside of that costume. There might be some traces left inside.
I'm so traces of what? Mr. Powers, may we examine the inside of the costume?
You trying to make that sexual? But it's...
Smells like ass in here.
Sure, go ahead.
Who farted so much?
But it might be kind of stinky since I sweat in it a lot.
Yeah, yeah, God. Disgusting.
Oh, gross. What is
Oh,
that?
God, this
Oh,
is incredibly dirty.
Oh,
I don't usually shower
no.
before I get in there.
What are those chunks?
You can
Are
also
you
see his-
shedding?
You
What
can
are
see
you
his titty prints in
shedding?
there.
You what?
You can see his titty prints in there.
Oh my God. Does he eat like sunflower seeds? What are these?
What is happening in the costume?
Does it have lice?
He
I don't-
eats those, you know those granola bars where it's like you bite into them and then they just basically explode everywhere?
His willpower is
He
okay.
eats those in there. The Nutri-Grain
Ew.
bars.
Men are disgusting.
That's strange. We always make sure to clean it after using it so that the sweat doesn't damage the costume.
Maybe this stuff came off the dead body or something?
I mean, probably, but God.
Isn't this just proof that someone besides you used this costume? I'd say that dirt from the body probably got into the costume.
The president's body did fall on top of the monster's footprint. That must be where the dirt came from.
Are you satisfied now?
That was a lot. There's dirt inside the costume.
Titty prints. Titty prints.
I don't think...
Titty prints.
I think the gloves have dirt on them.
That's a bit of a stretch, but yes, that would make sense. Dirt. Oh, so wait, Blaze put it in there?
I don't know if we're necessarily presenting that right now.
Oh,
though.
okay.
But-
Tits.
Should I press then, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's might as well. It's a
Really?
new statement.
Sure.
So dirt got into the costume when the body was hidden inside. Wouldn't that mean that the dirt was transferred from the body? Oh, maybe it's like bits of concrete or something?
Heh! Isn't that obvious? How else would you say it got there?
There's dirt stuck everywhere inside the costume. It looks particularly bad around the chest area.
The titties. Dirt around the titties. We cannot overlook this fact.
Maybe we should look at the
president's
whatever
body.
picture of the
Dirt.
body that we have.
Mr. Lang's logic does seem to make sense.
You got a great butt.
The real Slim Chelmy, thank you so much for subscribing for 10 months there. Oh, hello, Mr. Brooklyn Rage. Thank you so much for subscribing there.
The titties. The dirt has. Oh, if the two were accomplices, the crime certainly would have been possible.
The titties.
The titties. So it would be useless to argue that point.
In that case, what should we do?
Oh, fucking no. Well, firstly, we should have Agent Lang explain his reasoning in more detail.
He's like, oh fucking no, I've been up for 2 days straight by now.
I'm tired and I'm singing a song about dirt and titties. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Let's draw out more information. So that means pressing, and I assume that we present something at that final.
Well, we pressed
statement that we
everything.
drew out. Well, right, but I'm saying we present something into that final statement that we drew out.
Yes. Viken1234, thank you for the follow, or Vikan.
We
Can we
try
look at
gloves.
the picture of
Oh.
the body?
Yeah.
Because there's some dirt, but there's not that much.
No. Yellow stain on clothes, don't know what that would be.
Try that.
The yellow
Maybe.
stain?
Or just the whole thing. The whole, like, crime scene notes piece
Just
of
present it, yeah.
Throw
Yeah.
That's what I would assume it would be. Alright.
it. You fucking idiot. This dirt. Dirt got into the costume when the body was hidden inside it. Is that really the case?
You have a problem with that?
It's nasty. There's a fair amount of dirt inside the front of the costume. Look at these.
Yeah,
boots.
that is a lot of dirt.
However, I would like you to focus on the state the body is in. It's
California.
lying on- Japanifornia, God. How embarrassing for you. Oh my God.
You're right.
It's lying on top of the dirt.
I'm turning in my
yet
Ace Attorney PhD.
You're throwing your badge.
Yeah.
It's lying on top of the dirt, and yet there's no dirt on the front of the body. If the body really was inside the costume, what the fuck? Then it's strange that the front of the body isn't stained with more dirt.
Hey, well then, how would you explain it? How did the dirt get inside the costume?
From the video footage, it's very likely that someone was inside the costume. But just who could it have been?
Where have I seen this?
What's the matter, Kay?
I just feel like I remember seeing something that looked like this dirt somewhere before. But where was it? There were these bits of gray fragments mixed in with the dirt.
Gray fragments? Where does there does seem to be something other than normal dirt mixed into it.
Something must have gotten stuck to it. And lots of it, I might add.
Something got stuck to it. This may merit a closer look. Where did we see dirt that looks like a Where did we see dirt that
this would
looks
be the
like what's
gloves,
stuck
yeah.
on the inside of the costume? Oh, this shit. This dirt has some gray bits mixed into it.
You really have to be, yeah, I guess. Yeah, it does look like that.
Hit the check button. Do we get to rotate these? Guess not.
Oh, but there, you see
Oh,
gray
but
bits,
yeah.
yeah. I guess if you're really paying attention.
It's crack.
Huh? And what of it?
We found an item belonging to a certain man that was covered in the same type of
Not
dirt.
that man. Not this
it
man.
even tastes the same.
That is to say, these gloves.
Those dirt stains suddenly look the same. But tell me, just what exactly is this gray substance?
This gray substance is concrete. Probably.
Yeah, I would say concrete.
Okay. It looks like concrete.
This gray substance must be fragments of concrete.
You mean the stuff that was scattered around the monster's footprints?
Exactly. Meanwhile, who do these gloves, which are stained with the same kind of dirt, belong to?
Oh, I remember. We found it at Blaze's place.
He just stole his gloves.
Earlier today, we went to Blaze's garage. There we discovered these dirt-stained gloves.
Dirty, dirty gloves.
Come to think of it, there were also hammers, shovels, and other tools placed inside as well.
That's sus as hell.
Sus as hell. Why would mechanics gloves intended to be used on machines be covered in dirt?
People can use gloves for many things.
He has a collection of gloves for different activities.
If he broke the concrete with the hammer and then dug into the soil with the shovel, then it's only natural for dirt like that to get on the gloves.
Then, maybe...
Yes, the true nature of the monster's footprints has been made more clear. It's possible that these footprints were dug up by Blaze DeBest himself.
Oh.
It's possible. It's possible? It's possible, you say. Please, do enlighten me.
Wait,
'Cause-
why was he digging holes?
I guess to
Yeah.
disguise it. I don't...
Because I honestly have no clue. Why on earth would he do something like that?
Why did he make the monster footprints? Thinking about it, the answer must be...
Oh wait, he buried something?
I think he was digging something.
Something up. Yeah, I mean, either way, the answer is he buried something. It's just a matter of when.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, digging something up, I guess. It's possible he was digging something up. It probably went something like this.
Edgewood starts doing
dig,
digging
dig.
motions.
I found something.
Oh my god, it's like I'm there. We don't need that little thief anymore. Edgewood's got this.
I can charades with the best of them.
What is that? Oh, that's
Last
Mozilla.
night- yeah, it's cute. Last night at this spot, there was something that Blaze needed to dig up.
They have not been kind to Mozilla's figure.
That's Gordon.
That is Gordon.
For that reason, he broke the lock on the back door and sneaked into the film lot.
He did a little sneaky sneak.
And then Pac-Man showed up.
He was surrounded.
Waka
Using the
waka.
hammer. He set to work.
Oh.
Dig, dig, dig.
He's the power pellet right now.
Dig, dig, dig.
Or is he Blinky?
B. This B. Exactly.
Blinky the best. He placed the items he dug up into his bag, but before he could fill in the holes.
Ah. Sorry. Ah, that's when John came to practice. Demon, thank you for the 5 bits. Blaze is a massive idiot, by the way, to do all of this with the same gloves and then not burn them. Yes. That is the biggest the biggest downfall of all these criminals is that they just sort of drop the evidence.
Or even to just
He probably
not
tried to
brush
burn them,
off.
but they were just too moist to burn.
Exactly.
Yeah, couldn't they just like look for traces of just like the dude's sweat?
Anything.
He had no choice but to panic and hide himself in the Mozilla costume nearby.
Yay. Moist. To think you would deduce so much from just a pair of dirt-stained gloves. However, all of this is merely a possibility, unlike the things that I was saying before that definitely happened. There's still no proof that he was the one who was hiding inside that costume. For all we know, he might have left the scene once he finished digging.
On the contrary, such proof does exist and can be seen in the video. You silly fella. When this video was recorded, Blaze was definitely inside the film lot.
What?
Though I can't blame Agent Lang for not noticing.
But what is this?
Maybe the bag? Yeah.
What does it say? Beans?
I don't know. It's the beans bag.
What? Everybody's here.
The difference between the current film lot and the one in John's video is that weird fucking tote bag, along with the state of Blaze's garage. Oh, there is Rever?
Beans.
Rever?
Oh,
It's all too clear that Blaze was still there.
yeah. This
Reaver,
Still
maybe?
here.
Reaver, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What proves that Blaze was still at the film lot when this video was recorded?
I guess because like he has the whole skeleton thing on his bike. I guess
Yeah.
Reaver is connected to
And
that.
didn't it say death on the fingers of his gloves?
Yeah. So he's like the Grim Reaper in a way. All right.
But what is Reaver?
Reaver, I'll look it up, but obviously you've got Soul Reaver. A
Yeah.
Reaver is one who reaves. A border raider or cattle
Duh.
a border raider or cattle thief.
Okay, so like
But-
an outlaw.
But I always think of Soul Reaver myself, Legacy of Cain.
Somebody who
Steal-
takes
stealing
something
the-
that isn't
The
theirs.
souls of cattle? Is that what that is?
Sure.
This bag placed near the costume. There was an identical one inside Blaze's garage. First, the dirt on the gloves, and now the bag. It seems there's a connection.
Wouldn't the inside of the monster be really moist as well? Like, I'm sure you guys have
Still,
said that.
Not by now.
I guess
True.
it probably would have dried out by now, but
Yeah, as soon a couple hours in the sun would have dried
just
that
Will
up.
Powers tries to get back into it for
Squelch,
filming, and it just
squelch,
there's just a squelch noise.
It must stink though,
Yeah, why is there dry dirt in there and not straight up mud?
because he does smell like motor oil and dirt and shit.
Yeah, Straw Hat. It might have been a Reaper originally. I don't know. Mechanic gloves data worn by Blaze the
Well,
best
I mean,
when he.
a reaver is just somebody who takes something that isn't theirs. So a soul reaver would be person who
Right.
takes a soul that isn't theirs.
Right. Worn by Blaze the best when he dug the monster's footprint like holes. Well, they're not the monster's holes. They're his holes. That. Anyway.
He's the
What?
monster.
Holes? And that's my proof. Blaze was inside the costume. Ergo, the president's body could not have been hidden inside it. Yeah, fucking.
Take care, Seto Kaiba fan.
It seems I was able to refute Agent Lang's reasoning.
Someone needs to go investigate Blaze's house right away, pal.
Jeppo1457.
If only we
Thank you
had
for the
someone here
follow.
who could investigate.
If only Gumshoe.
Yeah.
Yay, Jeppo.
We need to know what was inside that bag.
Yes, sir.
Hold the fucking. Stop the fucking record. Y'all pipe down and listen up. Y'all just been saying whatever works best for y'all. What
I've
the
been thinking
fuck?
about my tiny arms.
What about my scoo and my tiny arms? Can't even scoo nothing.
Lend me
the
some
noise-
hand.
And the noisy one returns.
This dude will scream
woman.
Eureka and then call other
Yeah.
people noisy.
There's the footprints of the Badaboozilla.
Well, really, it's because he can't tell women apart, so it's more like that's the
So
woman
true.
who makes
He's
the
like,
noise.
were you just walking?
It's because he can't look women in the face. He just looks around women in their direction. They ain't just some random holes dug up by that old coop.
Well,
What
that's
the
awesome.
fuck?
That's awesome, Jeppo. Yakuza is a great series. I'm glad you're very passionate about it. The Boy Dedept, thank you for the bit. A moist dinosaur really sounds like a lewd act involving two consenting individuals and a packet of those dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets.
That sounds like something Danny DeVito would do in It's Always Sunny.
I'm having a moist dinosaur.
Me and Optimus. I believe the true nature of these footprints has already been proven quite logically. I thought it out with my brain myself. Logic schmogic, I ain't buying it. Bullshit. Say what you want, but I know what I saw, and I saw Mozilla. Is she referring to how she saw Mozilla out the window of the Grand Tower? Preposterous.
On our journalist souls, we ain't having none of it.
That statement is an insult to journalists everywhere.
Ah, that's right. There's more to them monsters than just those footprints. I remember hearing that Sunny over there was seen with the monster earlier. I reckon that gal over here said she witnessed it herself.
When these two when these two are together, all meaningful talk grinds to a halt, including in my own inner monologue, apparently.
If we only knew just what the monster really was, I think those two would quieten down. Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do?
The monster's true identity? We don't have much choice. Let's see what we can do.
It's the crane. The Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. So Lotta and Nicole think a giant cow monster marched through the city, left only one footprint, and was otherwise unseen by everyone else in the area despite being 50 feet tall. And I mean,
yeah, it must have been the crane moving the head.
There have been bigger stretches of logic. For example, in the Doctor Who episode with the Statue of Liberty becoming a weeping angel. Apparently nobody was looking at that, you know?
Is the crane tall enough for that, though? Because...
Is it not?
They were on the 51st floor.
Oh shit, you're right.
Cranes can be. But I don't know if that one is. And there's some y'all ain't telling us about the monster? Nicole, ask him. Ask him right now. Hold it.
Are you alright, Marin?
Huh?
Your voice was getting a bit crackly. Just making sure you're okay.
I mean, I'm going through puberty.
Sure.
Please settle down.
Avoided it. Thank you for the bit talking about Doctor Who. Did you see who the new Doctor is? Yes, the star of Sex Education. I'm not sure how. I think you say his. I could be wrong, but you say his name like Cutie. I'm not sure exactly how he's. I've not actually seen his work myself, but very cool. He's a very good-looking guy.
Regarding the true identity of that monster, I already know what it is. What'd you say? That's right. The video John recorded provided the hint that I needed. What you talking about?
Why'd they swap places?
It just keeps
We
happening.
just wanted to see if you were paying attention. Ms. Nichols saw Gordy.
Well, they tagged out.
When she went up to check on John's practice. At that time, she mistook something for Gordy. The monster can be seen in this photograph.
Yeah, the camera crane, right?
Oh. What? Ain't that just some plain old souvenir photo? Y'all don't really think you can pull the wool over the eyes of a pro like me, do you? What did Ms. Nichols really see that she mistook for Gordy? Mozilla.
Hook 'em
No, I think
horns.
it'd be the camera crane.
It's the camera.
Take that!
It is a dangerous game she's
fucking
playing,
dummy.
Sister Hat.
Naturally, Gordy's true identity was this camera crane.
And it all comes full circle with Lotta Hart and cameras and Gordy.
Yep.
What? The video John recorded was shot from fairly high up. A shot from this position would be impossible without a camera crane.
But there ain't no way Miss Nichols would mistake a camera crane for Gordy.
I wonder about that. Ms. Nichols.
Yes.
Earlier, you said, I'm sorry, that was first out of no God. Earlier, you said the prescription for your glasses didn't match your eyesight anymore, right? Correct? Yeah.
All right.
I guess I said that. I don't remember.
That's the plot point, I guess.
Yes. Well, it seems like my eyesight has suddenly gotten a lot worse.
Oh, Penny.
Turns out, like, the lenses are just missing.
They don't have coverage in California, so nobody has health insurance. So would you say that you weren't able to see Gordy very clearly in the dark?
Happy birthday, Suki Dora.
Happy birthday, you.
Happy birthday, Suki Doragon no Kami. And thank you so much to Vampiro for cashing in your star chips.
Turn down for what?
And thank you, Senmaru, for cashing in your star chips for both a high up and a turn down for what? All right, happy birthday, Suki.
That's right. It's Silhouette was all up to Miss Dark.
And Stella Coyote, thank you for unleashing the Proto Badger.
But remember what Miss Nichols said? And I quote, its skin was really scaly, almost like a reptile.
Reptile.
Camera cranes ain't got no flesh on them, let alone skin. Duh. It's just a bare steel frame.
Mozilla can't melt steel beams.
That is certainly true. At least
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
It is indeed free real estate, Ryu Kurika. Thank you for cashing in your star chips.
Start your bees. However, last night it did have skin.
That's... I don't like the way
That's an
he said
upsetting sentence. And he's smiling.
that. Why has he gotta say it like that? Last night it had skin.
Mm. You got
Y'all just
skin in
do
the
whatever
game,
you
you stay in
can.
the game.
Y'all just do whatever you can to get in the way of our big scoo, ain't you?
Hey,
You get
thanks for
love
the
for
super
it,
special
you get
awesome
hate
gift.
for it.
That was not my intention, nor was such devastation.
Totori Ruto, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sukori Doragon Nukami. Thank you so much for gifting them a happy birthday sub. A super special awesome gift.
But since I've come this far, it's time to put an end to your nonsense. Yes, damn that bitch. Gordy's skin is right before our very eyes.
The fucking...
Probably the... yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That fucking thing.
This is the skin.
The scale. Why is it scaly?
Like a tarp, maybe.
Scaly tarp.
As Ms. Nichols stated in her testimony earlier, it looked like it was going to rain last night. While it never actually rained, John still covered the camera crane with a rainproof sheet, which to Ms. Nichols looked like a monster's skin.
What?
That was-
My bear trap!
You gotta be kidding me! Isn't that right, John? Man, you saw through it all. Not bad, old man.
rude.
Yes, I am old, but unfortunately the Gordy that Miss Nichols saw was nothing more than an illusion.
Michael.
Not again. Looks like my dream is shriveled up and died once again.
They sure don't give up, Dark Jade. What's the biggest scoop that Lotta has ever had, do you think?
I'm not sure Lotta's ever, like, published anything.
No, really.
I mean, she
'Cause it's like-
had photos of Miles Edgeworth potentially shooting a man.
Well, she
She
thought
probably
she
broke
did,
that
but she didn't
photo.
actually.
She thought she did.
That was a recreation, wasn't it?
No,
No?
like there was a gun. Like he was. Wasn't there a picture of two silhouettes on the boat?
Yeah, but then it turned out not to be what she thought it was.
Sure.
Yeah,
But
she...
I'm just saying she probably got those pictures published.
Boyd It Up has a good answer. Thank you for the bit. Lotta's biggest scoop was an ice cream sundae. And Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Lotta's biggest scoop was the chunky monkey. She used to soothe herself after finding out Gordy wasn't real. So a lot of ice cream in Lotta's past. Lotta did get a photo of Mia Fey appearing as a ghost. Was that Lotta?
Wasn't that,
That was
Franziska?
That was Franziska.
I thought that was Francis.
Franziska's a better reporter than Lotta. All right.
I said that.
Mentor.
Senpai. Seems like things have finally settled down.
I really thought the boy was hiding something from me. I guess I had it all wrong.
Now that we figured out the true form of the monster, everyone seems refreshed. Everyone's hit points have been boosted.
We've taken a short rest.
Yeah. Actually, there's two people here who are totally bummed out. Agent Lang. The report is in, sir. We've got the results of President Huang's autopsy.
Good. Show it to me. Now, we theorized that President Huang wasn't dead. Like, this was a body double that... So we don't know what this is going to reveal.
Yeah.
Contusions and bone fractures found across the body, resulting from tremendous pressure. So this was the cause of death. In other words, he was under pressure. Yeah! Crushed to death. With your boobies, right?
I thought as much.
Crime scene
Perhaps
notes.
under the weight of his own titties.
His own titties did him in. Arikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Lang, one question. Has the autopsy report been updated? Crime scene notes updated in my organizer. COD crushed to death. Time of death April 5th, around 11 p.m. So last night. Dark Jade says, Lotta got a photo of the true criminal in the case where Morgan attempted to frame Maya for the murder. So that's true. Accidentally, right? Because we thought it was somebody else when we saw the picture. But it did show that it was somebody pretending, right?
I think what it originally was they thought it was a picture of Maya channeling the victim of the car crash.
Right. But it
then
was
it just turned out to be her
eeny-miny.
sister dressed up as Maya. Yeah.
Right.
The yellow stain on his chest is currently under investigation, but chances are I marked my territory there. But it seems that gunpowder residue was found on his right hand. Sunflower residue? I didn't know the president was into gardening. What?
No gunpowder residue. Traces of it are left behind when a gun is fired.
Now, Sebastian and Kay need to hang out, because they have similar language problems.
Since it has been found on his right hand, it's possible the president fired the gun.
A gun, huh? But we didn't find any guns when we investigated this area.
Excuse me. Unexplained gunpowder residue? I'll have to look over the autopsy report later. Now then, Agent Lang, it seems we have our answer. The president did not die from falling off the roof of the Grand Tower.
Rizariak, I don't know anything about the fusion event, so I mean, it's possible I'll stream it if I figure it out, but as of this moment, I don't know what that is. I assume it's involving fusion stuff.
Rather, he died from being crushed under Mozilla's head.
I can't
Imagine that's the last thing you see.
It's real scary.
I can't deny it. Looks like your logic was right after all. This means the suspicions surrounding Miss Courtney should be cleared up, right?
Yes. Not only the cause of death, but the time of death proves her innocence as well. Judge Courtney met with the president 2 nights ago. However, according to the autopsy report, the time of death was around 11 p.m. last night. Mozilla's head also fell last night. It matches up perfectly.
That's a relief. Hey,
I was bitching the situation.
Oh,
not
right.
Okay.
Isn't it a bit early to be calling anybody a bitch?
Excuse me, bitch?
The president died after being called a bitch and being crushed by the Mozilla's head. That,
Bitch! Bless you.
Bless you.
thank you, I will admit. But the problem is, who was responsible for the fallen head?
Mozilla's head fell last night. And last night, the one who was at the film lot was...
What are you saying? Surely you're not implying.
That's right. You killed him, didn't you? John Mosh.
You gonna put that child in a jail?
My milk is sweating again.
That pup is hiding something. He was at the scene where the body was discovered last night. He also saw the footprints. And despite that, he still claims to know absolutely nothing about the incident? Isn't that a bit too convenient?
These footprint-shaped holes have not been proven to be related to the case.
We just said Blaze the Best happened to dig them, and also all the dirt happened to be on his gloves, and also his bag happened to be here.
So it's all coincidental.
Just because he saw the holes doesn't necessarily mean that he's involved in the incident.
You sure about that? Take a look at the pup's face. Are you telling me this child didn't kill anyone? Look at him. That's a killer.
Nothing. I didn't do shit.
He looks pretty shaken up to me. Pretty milk shaken up.
No.
Yeah.
Looks like he hit the mark, but John doesn't want to talk about it. Stupid ass kid.
If you don't feel like talking, then I have an idea of my own. Let's check the tape.
Agent Lang, what is your intention?
Such devastation.
Such devastation.
God damn it.
Yeah. High
I'm
five.
devastated.
The police have a device that lets you analyze the video footage up close and personal. What the fuck what are you talking about?
It's
We-
Gumshoe.
We have a VHS player.
I'm gonna poke the belly button and
Wait,
that'll
is
zoom
it
in.
Mr. Analysis?
Oh shit.
Is Mr. Analysis coming back?
He was in the last game?
It was
in this-
the second case of this
Right,
game, I
the
think.
prison, yeah.
Yeah.
Arikio, thank you for the 10 bits. Sebastian and Kay would seem like a good matchup. He is rediscovering his path as a prosecutor, and Kay keeps wanting to steal stuff. But Kay, we can't do that. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. That's funny. Should change it to Praetorian Path. That's right, Azamagi. Gotta queue up to play this.
Agent Lang, you would suspect John enough to go that far.
As long as John's lips are sealed, we don't know shit. This may be the only way for us to get closer to the truth.
Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits.
I drink your milkshake.
Or I drink milkshake. Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Teletubby Gumshoe's nipples. Teletubby Gumshoe's nipples act as the dials for the zoom and enhance.
Beautiful. Detective Gumshoe. If I'm not mistaken, you have that device.
You have
with
those
correct?
nipples.
You got your nipples. Pull up your shirt. I'm gonna stick this up your butt.
My nipples are ready to go, sir.
Yeah, just let me put it in your mouth.
Canon dialogue.
Now we're talking. Get those nipples out, baby.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, would you please perform the video analysis
Would you
for
please adjust the nipples?
us? Will you please put your hands on that man's nipples?
With pleasure, I will touch my friend gladly. She wants me to do it.
Why? First of all, why is he? Is it because she's bossing him around? Why is he reacting like that?
Does she want me to do it?
The Void Adept.
Because she trusts him.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Edgeworth, purple nurple him. I need that crucial evidence. Take care, Gabriel. Great to see you.
That's when they want to like rewind or fast forward extra fast. The purple nurple.
Just Indian burning his titties.
Who knows what kind of faults that Wolfman will find in it?
One's an Indian, one's an Audi.
Oh, I was doing very inappropriate noises. This isn't exactly my strong suit, but I suppose I have no choice.
Was it the Wolfman?
Nurple.
This is what we're seeing on Gumshoe's titties. Okay, so
Titty vision.
Probably zoom in on that.
probably
area.
over
Yeah.
here. You think over here?
No, on the left, top left.
I bet it's over here.
What's
Does it say
underneath?
Griever?
Yeah, I guess it looks like Griever now. Or Creever? I don't know. I'm gonna zoom in over here because I think there's something hiding. Ah!
Yeah, he's naked. He's fucking. Oh no, he's
Fucking
not. I thought he was
Akuma
just
right there.
ass naked.
No, he looks
Yeah.
ass naked.
His
He's
ass
like,
just
"I'm just
keeps
gonna
going. There's just
Yeah.
Flex.
very long ass cheeks.
The line of his spine just melded into his ass cheeks.
It's very nice. All right,
That's the problematic
I'm
area.
gonna point there.
Look at this
Eureka!
man. Look at his ass.
His ass!
This ass.
What's the matter? You never seen a giant ass before? I want to see too.
No,
Hmm? Ah!
I told you.
I'm a minor. I'm not old enough for this.
Hey, what's wrong? Show it to me.
All right.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I request you submit evidence to the court.
You want me to submit?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Please take a look at the top right corner of the zoomed in video. Gonna twist the right nipple.
Corey Wah.
Twist away, sir.
Corey Wah person is the president, and he's naked.
The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Isn't that Roman Goodwin from 5Ds? He's very muscular.
Impossible. I killed that guy, like the other night. I mean, what?
Huh? No way.
It seems we finally found it at last. The evidence that points to the true killer.
This video places John at a major disadvantage.
How is he gonna fight that naked president?
God, that fucking weirdo.
You're wrong. That's not right. I didn't know anything about this.
That's not gonna cut it. It's clear that you and the victim were together at the same place where his body was later found. And obviously you could totally take down that muscular naked man.
I'm just a baby.
John Marsh, there is
don't have any
no
money.
doubt that you killed the president.
What do you think I did? Fucking like jumped up on his back and wrapped my legs around his neck and broke it? Like, come
For real though,
on.
what
How?
is the motivation?
Did I jump up and down on his chest when he was laying down and already prone? How did I kill this man?
Was he gonna tax milk?
In a country he doesn't even live
He doesn't even live there.
Milk
No more
costs 10
milk
cents
says-
extra a quart because of your fucking visit, and I hate you. What's
Eric-
next, eggs?
Erikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Interrogate that milk carton. It's framing John.
It's
There's
sweating.
no
first
doubt
of
you
all.
killed the president.
No, this can't be. Why? Why would you?
She's believing it? The Alzalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Would you
Mom.
believe that this isn't the most implausible murder accusation in the series? I would, but this is up
Well,
there.
isn't a whale like a murderer?
Not a murderer.
Is put on
I-
trial for murder?
The whale is put on trial for murder.
Yeah, so.
What?
That's
That's the
DLC case
That's the DLC
5.
case of 5. So
Right,
we do
I-
have to do the DLC cases.
I knew there was a whale. I didn't know it was accused of a crime.
Of
Yeah,
course,
is it
of
a
course it
talking
is. Why
whale?
wouldn't it be? I
It's a
mean,
talking
What the fuck?
It makes whale noises.
Okay, all right. So that whole case is just gonna be that the long version of the joke that Martin hates that I always tell.
Basically, yeah. John, please don't tell me. Did you really kill the president?
The boy to death. Thank you for the bit. John gored him to death like he was at the bull run at, I don't know how to, Pamplona? I assume that's where they do the running of the bulls.
I have a question.
You want to take a break?
Are we coming near the end?
I think we've still got a bit to go.
Okay, I need you to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I also need to pee. I'll be right back.
All right. No, yeah, please. Okay. This child is being accused of murdering the president. I'm still... I honestly believe it's a bit of a leap. Because, first of all, why? Second, how? The fact that, you know, the president is dead and the child was at the crime scene, obviously indisputable at this point, but I don't believe that it could have happened, let alone that it would have happened. We're taking a short break. I would like to stream more Master Duel in the coming week. I'd like to try and stream it. I'd like to stream it Monday, Tuesday. That's always been my goal, is to at least do Monday, Tuesday, and so that's what I'm going to try and aim for. I'm also trying to get Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode 84 finished and given to you guys as soon as I can. So I've been going back and forth on streaming, editing, and I've been trying to keep editing as consistent as I can while not pushing myself too hard. So hopefully soon. This child has been implicated in a murder thanks to titty vision. All right, Gumshoe, yes. I was like, titty vision. I appreciate that, Stolas. I'm not pushing myself too hard. I learned a long time ago, or at least it took me a long time to learn, that pushing myself to get results, yes, gets the results, but it does a lot of damage to me. So I'm trying to be consistent without being detrimental to my health. I appreciate it, Gabriel. TV equals titty vision. From now on, if any of you say you're going to go watch TV, I'll know what you're talking about secretly. Thank you, Pumpkin Pop. I do appreciate it. Eldritch, I still do have an Eldritch deck, Natsu. Are you still playing Eldritch Conquistador? The Golden Line is getting limited to 1 copy per deck as of tomorrow. I heard about that, so I am concerned as to whether I'll have to change up my Eldritch deck at all. That's not a bad shout, Void Adept. That's not a bad schedule. I would like to stream more Master Duel than that, just because Master Duel does bring in more of an audience, and it will help with the, obviously, money and stuff. I hate to say it. I do have to sometimes prioritize that. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. A good Karibo is a healthy Karibo. That's the important thing. If you want to have a good Karibo, if you want a Karibo that you can easily sacrifice to save your life points, you gotta keep him healthy. You gotta take care of him. Whew. Absolutely, Gabriel. You take care.
Turn down for what?
Thank you, Erikios, for cashing in my favorite reward. The turn down for what? Alright, we've been going almost 2 hours now. And we're making some decent progress. It's a little bit chaotic, but not in a too... We have not gone off the rails. I think that's the important thing. You were trying to time it with high up, Erikios. I see. Unfortunately, I think there might be a cooldown. Yes, don't sacrifice a Karibo if you can help it. Keep that Karibo around.
Hoo-ha!
Hoo-ha!
I'm back.
Welcome back, Soupy.
Hoo-ha!
You've been, what do you call it?
Hoo-ha!
Greeted by a hoo-ha. And Marin is in the background going through the nug box. Thank you, Rock Rulin, for cashing in your star chips there. Hello, Marin.
Hello.
Hi.
That was so quiet.
Who's quiet?
Marin.
Marin, yeah.
I just the very quiet hello.
Hello. She can be quiet sometimes. This is exciting, though. I'm curious to see. I mean, I don't think John Marsh did this. Not Nutbox, Stolas. That would be I mean, that could be very innocent. That could be a nice little nut delivery system. But
back.
it's Nug.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, thank you for the smooch, Marin. All right, shall we keep going?
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, is this really decisive evidence?
And don't forget, if we get to a level 5 hype train, we can get even more smooches.
There could be so many smooches. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Hold on, so Marin isn't actually dressed exactly like Edgeworth during this? Unfortunately, no.
You got money for Edgeworth clothes?
You should like stick some napkins in the top of your shirt, like in your
There you
shirt collar,
go.
just to get into character.
I definitely should.
Fucking method
I
acting.
gotta start ordering clothes that are not like t-shirts and boxers.
Mr. Prosecutor, looks like even you can't object to this.
I can object to whatever I want.
Good
You're
luck.
not for me.
Good
You're not my
luck.
real dad.
Good luck Eureka-ing your way out of this one.
I'm gonna Eureka your fucking butthole.
That pup said he didn't know anything, right? And yet, the president's right here in the video.
John, what are you hiding? You fucking child.
John, please tell us the truth.
The truth is... it's all my fault.
John Marsh, what did you do?
Mozilla's head falling was all my fault.
He set the fire then. Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. John Marsh, hey Agent Lang, I didn't hear a bell. What's that from? I didn't hear a bell.
It's God, that sounds so fucking familiar to me right now, but I don't know what it is.
I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. It's South Park. There you go. It's
Oh,
Randy Marsh.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, because John Marsh, Randy Marsh.
Mhm.
There you go. That's good.
I thought this was America.
During the rehearsal.
While I was setting up the equipment on the roof, I used the heater. After that, I went down to practice, but I forgot to turn it off. Then my mom called me, so I left the film lot.
Yazzle Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Uh-oh, the guilty music is playing. Yeah, but I think he's just guilty of letting the thing fall down, and he's just feeling bad.
He feels guilty.
When I came back to the lot after the phone call was over, Mozilla's head that was on the roof had fallen.
He died.
He died. And right next to it was the president lying dead on the ground.
How can that be?
I see. There were indeed traces that something had caught fire on the rooftop.
It was just a small fire, so I was able to put it out by myself.
Just dumped milk on it. So the president's death was John's fault?
But wouldn't that make this an accident, sir?
There are no accidents.
And then what did you do with the fallen head?
I took it apart, brought the pieces back up to the roof, and put it back together.
Kid's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So, you put out the fire and even put the fallen head back on the roof. Which means you were hiding evidence. We can't be having that, you naughty little pup.
I didn't do it on purpose. I really did just forget to turn off the heater.
Meow meow.
That's me, Bo. When the legs broke, the stand would have tilted. If Mozilla's head was on top of the stand.
I hear him.
You got a lot to say.
It would have fallen off. So the head fell down because of the fire, a thing that we established earlier.
Yeah,
Kay's just
Yeah.
catching up.
yeah. And if that's the case, I also have a pretty good idea of what caused the fire. There's a flammable can next to the heater.
Do you
Yeah.
have opinions? No? Okay.
Meow.
Meatball's like, he
seems-
fucking did it!
It seems someone is lacking in safety awareness.
This child.
Get out,
This
John.
fucking child.
Stat.
Was it really just an accident? Or are you a political assassin? If that's the truth, then what was the president doing here? You'd better have a good explanation for the president being on this movie lot, kid.
Half naked.
I don't know. There was no one else around when I was there.
Not good enough.
I don't fucking know.
You expect me to believe that?
Yeah.
The president wouldn't have just come to a place like this without a reason, you know. And obviously a small child like you would have been able to have him come out here.
Void Adept, thank you for the bit. OSHA intensifies.
Indeed, the president's reason for coming here is still a huge mystery that is the fault of this child to explain. 2 nights ago, he met with Judge Courtney on the roof of the Grand Tower. And last night, he was here at the film lot. Did he meet with John? Or maybe Blaze? I'll have to listen to John's testimony very carefully.
Unlike all the other testimonies I listened to.
Just
I just
saw it.
kind of phone it in.
I was half listening. During the rehearsal.
I think we're just pressing.
Okay.
John, you are still young. Who's a little baby? I know it can get a little cold in early spring, but you shouldn't have to resort to a heater. What?
What?
Why are we scolding a child for using a heater?
And being cold. How dare you be cold? It is precisely because he is young that he must make sure to take good care of himself.
Oh, you gotta deal with mom.
When you're
He's
old,
fucking
you treat yourself
mansplaining
like
motherhood
shit.
to her.
However, while it can get a bit chilly during this time of year, I wouldn't necessarily say.
Hold it, old man. What? Is this really the right time to be having this argument?
Is completely right.
Manfred von Karma always made me rub 2 sticks together to create a fire myself.
And I had to go find the sticks myself. John.
And then he'd beat me with them before I could make a fire.
Oh.
And then he made me make the fire, and then he shoved me into it.
Anyway, that was my childhood.
You did well to get the better of Mr. Edgeworth, but please mind your language.
Fuck you, Mom!
Let's not forget that he got the better of you too, Your Honor.
I know, Mom. So, where was I? After that, I went down to practice, but I forgot to turn it off.
Like a light switch.
You forgot to turn off the heater. You didn't check it before leaving the room.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. He made him make his own fire, but put it out every time because it wasn't a perfect fire. And the Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh, I just remembered, wasn't there a Mozilla toy in the first case on the shelf with the televisions? That's absolutely
Yep,
right.
it had the voice recorder in it.
Yeah, the president, I believe, is established to be a big Mozilla fan.
Yes. Don't we have that doll in our
We do, yeah.
inventory right now?
Very big.
So it'll end up being relevant. at some
Belongs
point.
was,
to the late president.
He was part
Yeah.
of the black market auction.
So yeah, he could
Yes.
have been on the set just because he was a fan.
I meant to turn it off, but I was too focused on practicing, so... And come on, everybody forgets stuff like that sometimes.
Everybody starts a fire once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I forget small things like that all the time, too.
What's a fire between friends?
Like sometimes I'll forget to turn off the AC or the lights in Mr. Edgeworth's office.
What?
Or I'll jump off the ladder for his bookshelves or leave prank calls on his answering machine.
Are you the
Mr.
one that's
Edgeworth!
the
Mr. Edgeworth,
mystery
I'm a
farmer?
donkey! I'm a donkey, Mr. Edgeworth!
Mystery fire. He's like, wait, so nobody actually needed to talk to me about my vehicle warranty?
Mazabi, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh, that's silly Von Karma, tossing kids into fires. What a character. What a prankster.
But forgetting to turn off the heater is really dangerous, so you gotta be careful.
As a child, I used to have like a little heater, like a small one, sort of like size of a toaster, and it would get cold in my
Those are
bedroom.
Super dangerous.
Yeah, I would sneak it onto my bed and put it like at the right where my feet were, like
Oh, no.
right beyond where
You
my feet
could've
were, so my
grilled your
feet were
foot.
toasty.
Yeah, you almost grilled your foot. You almost needed country crock.
Yeah, right. But I did actually like leave it on accidentally and fall asleep one time, and it burned the bottom of my bed covers pretty bad.
no.
Like there was no fire, but it was like it was
Wow.
pretty badly
you
burned.
could have easily
Could have been
started
real
a
bad.
fire
Could
like
have been
that.
real
Wow.
bad. Yeah. I have nightmares about that.
PSA, be careful about
Be careful.
heaters.
Don't light things on fire, everybody. It's bad.
Some of those things have nothing to do with forgetfulness. John, please continue.
Well, that's awful, Pixelinks.
Peepin'.
Looks like you've got it rough too, old man. Well, back to my story. Then my mommy called me.
Your mom?
It was late at night at the film lot, and not a single member of the film crew was around. So then why did you have to leave the premises in order to answer the phone call?
I totally forgot about the phone call thing, so I kind of panicked. If I didn't answer it fast, I would have been busted for leaving the hotel without permission.
Busted.
Busted?
In that case, why didn't you just answer it here?
Because I was rehearsing. All the cameras and mics were on. I don't want to hear him talking to my mommy. If I talked here, then every last word I said to mom would have been caught on camera.
Especially the part where I was telling her I killed the president.
I don't want anybody to know that I killed the president.
So he was embarrassed that the conversation with his mother would be recorded. What a fucking baby.
Anyways, I stopped practicing for a bit and rushed out of the film lot.
In that phone call, you lied and said you were at the hotel, correct?
Why didn't you tell your mom that you were rehearsing?
If I told her that, she would have called the hotel and made them send me a taxi or something.
I would have sent a limousine. Of course I would have. A child alone on the streets at that time of night. What sort of parent would allow their child to be in such a dangerous situation, other than me?
Yeah. I guess kids
Mother's Day, don't call me out.
I guess kids just don't understand how their parents feel.
Parents just don't understand.
It goes both ways, Mr. Edgeworth, like you.
I do not. How fucking dare you? Indeed. Okay, yeah, sure. Now then, John, please tell us about what happened after the phone call.
Like, how dare you suggest that any part of me might be a little heterosexual?
Huh?
It's because he's
Of
bisexual.
course. When the call was finished and I came back here.
And thank you, Oversolar,
Because I'm
for
bisexual.
the perfectly timed bam. Nuzilla's head that was on the roof had fallen. That's my favorite
did.
Channing Tatum, Morgan Freeman movie. Muzilla has. Wait, is that Channing Tatum
I'm
one?
pretty sure that's
The Jared Butler.
Jared Butler.
That's
yeah.
the Jared Butler one. Muzilla has fallen.
Was there any indication that the head was about to fall?
You know what I'm talking about. What's the Channing Tatum one called? Like White House Down?
That sounds right.
Sure.
It was like, you know,
Hank
the thing where he's like in the
Gyllenhaal.
Secret
This-
Service or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I was focused on my rehearsal.
So you forgot to turn off the heater, which led to a fire on the roof. You irresponsible peasant. I would think you would have at least heard something.
Heard something, that's me. Oh, I was wearing headphones, so I was reenacting all of those 90s tropes where the guy's got his headphones on and there's like a helicopter behind him blowing shit up and he's like dancing. He's having the time of his
That's
life.
a
'cause he
90s
can't hear
trope?
shit. Yeah, like the janitor wearing headphones while all the action is going on and like you can't hear anything. That's a trope for sure.
I've seen
I
it.
feel like that is a trope.
I feel like I've seen that, but I don't remember where.
Well, that's your problem.
I remember the Amazing Spider-Man doing it, yeah, but
It was in True Lies.
was it?
Yeah.
Ah, that explains. I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Listening to the movie soundtrack helps me get into the scene. I had it on full blast. That's why I didn't hear anything.
And yet you noticed your mother's incoming call.
Vibration, bitch. I have my phone on vibrate, old man. That's how I noticed. Anyways, the head had fallen.
Is this the first game when they talk about being able to put phones on vibrate?
I think so.
Because
I think so,
otherwise
yeah.
it's just been ringtones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna strangle his milk.
What was the state of the body?
Gross.
Yeah. I didn't get a good look because it was dark.
He's suddenly become as quiet as a mouse.
I guess John doesn't really want to remember anything about the body.
Is that the only reason why he's gone so quiet? Should I press him for more details?
I'm gonna guess we press him.
Press.
Yeah, probably. I think we do our job.
Push him
Nah.
down.
Push him down.
You didn't get a good look. Then how did you know he was dead?
Well,
He's clearly shaken. He must be hiding something.
child.
Wouldn't you normally call for help if you saw someone collapsed on the ground? However, you did nothing of the sort. What the fuck?
But he was already dead.
Is that so? You seem quite certain that the president was already dead.
And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. As quiet as a mouse. I now imagine John squeaking. Poor guy. Stuart
Now,
Little.
is there a reason for that, I wonder?
The guy was collapsed on the ground, and right next to him was the fallen monster's head.
I feel like there's a few too many hold-its. Like, not everything has to be a
little
hold-it.
bit, yeah.
I'm not stupid. It wasn't hard to imagine what happened.
It must be terrible just to try to have a conversation with Miles Edgeworth.
Hold up!
You can imagine whatever you want, but there was no way for you to know that he was dead. You actually checked to make sure the president was dead, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's acting all tough, but I don't know if he actually really...
You're a fucking pussy.
I was scared, but I got up close to the body and checked to see if he was breathing.
I thought as much.
Hmm.
However, why would he hide that? There must be a reason.
Oh, did he leave the yellow stain? Is that what happened?
I don't think so, but
Okay.
I don't remember.
Please tell me the state of the body at that time.
At first, I didn't know he was dead. I would have realized sooner if there had been any blood,
Well, there you go. That's weird.
but there wasn't a single drop, and his clothes were completely spotless.
But we know his clothes aren't spotless.
Yeah.
Either way, he wasn't breathing. That's how I knew he was already dead.
Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha!
Would you please append those
Ooh-ha.
you want put that to your testimony, add it right there, please.
Put that thing in your testimony. Attica Zabron, thank you so much for cashing in your statutes for a hoo-ha and hoo-hello. Totori Ruto, so the other day. Hold it! And boy, did that, thank you for the bit update on Doctor Who. Shuti Gatwa, that's what, sorry. I didn't quite know how to pronounce their name earlier, but thank you for the pronunciation, Shuti Gatwa. That's very cool. I'm very excited to see them as the Doctor. No worries, Arikios. Have a good rest of your day. I hope that work goes all right. All right, so I didn't know we're going to present the stain, I assume. Which one?
Yes, I
Is that the
believe
one
so.
with the stain? I mean, it has to be that, right?
Yeah. I think that's the only thing we have that has like the picture of the body.
Yeah.
Turn down for what?
His clothes were spotless.
And Koku no Megami, thank you for turning it down for what?
Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with it, old man?
John, it is painfully obvious that you are desperately trying to hide something from me.
What are you going on about? I'm not hiding anything.
You are hiding. Something about this yellow stain on the president's clothes, correct? Is
First
it
of all,
milk? What
I
is
want
that?
I want to give kudos. Oh, that's a good point. It could be milk. Kudos to Marin for doing so many characters this session.
Yeah.
'Cause this is a lot. Whoa,
Ah, the milk.
it's a fun animation.
Why did you leave it entirely out of your testimony? The fact that you made no mention of it only serves to cast more suspicion upon yourself.
That's because...
I hope you have a convincing explanation. Hell yeah. Battle of the Themes. Judge Courtney.
Allow me to explain.
Why are you? Hey, Mama, the dragon is
Mama!
here. Happy Mother's
Yeah,
Day,
happy
Mama.
Mother's Day,
Happy
Mama.
Mama's Day.
We were saying earlier, but you weren't here.
The yellow stain left on the president's chest is almost certainly lion lily pollen.
Lion Lily.
Lion Lily?
When I met with the president on the roof of the Grand Tower 2 nights ago, I brought him a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies are beautiful flowers with stunning golden petals. Some of the pollen from the lilies must have gotten on the president's suit.
Huh? But... I didn't see any lilies in the security footage, though.
They were simply obscured by the president's body.
His big man milkers were in the way.
Oh my god.
No worries, Mama.
Why did you bring a bouquet? It's Mother's
That-
Day.
I cannot say, but it was Mother's Day.
Not so fast. Hey! You're keeping way too many secrets. You won't tell us why you met with the president or the reason you brought him flowers.
My apologies. However, I did give him the bouquet. That much is true.
Oh my god.
But when the president's body was discovered, we didn't find any flowers.
I honestly don't know how that could be.
So presumably... Wait, I mean, the only reason that he'd have them on his chest like that is if he landed on them. I assume.
Or if they were on top of him when
When he got crushed.
the head landed on him.
Right.
Hey! Hey, hey, Judge! All your answers have been too vague. You can't say this and you don't know that. Do you accept flimsy testimony like that in your trials?
Hey, cut it out.
John,
I threw the flowers away.
You threw them away. So there were flowers near the body when you found it?
Yeah, that's right. They were right on top of the president's body. They had been crushed as flat as pancakes, though.
Ah, I see. So the flowers were squashed by Mozilla's head too.
And a large amount of pollen got stuck to the president's suit. That seems to be the gist of it. However, why did you go out of your way to dispose of the flowers?
No reason.
So John's not going to tell us anything either.
I guess mother and son both have a lot of secrets, huh?
that is not true. At the very least, I can tell you why John threw away those flowers.
Huh?
He's allergic.
John, you saw me leaving the house with those flowers in hand, did you not?
He's not my real dad.
Are they dating?
Ah, I get it. John saw the flowers and thought of his mom.
He threw them away in order to protect Judge Courtney from being suspected. Oh, I thought he was like...
You can't
You
take
don't
my
deserve
mom.
those flowers.
yeah.
That's not true. You're all wrong.
He was like, you know what? I'm gonna date her even harder.
What does that mean? You know what it means. That was his worst lie yet.
Bouquet data jotted down in my organizer. A bouquet of lion lilies Judge Courtney gave to the president, found on top of the body by John. Crime scene notes updated in my organizer. Presumably to say about the lion lily pollen. The reason
I
he's...
often decorate a... Huh? Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just telling in the chat, the reason he's dressed like that is because that's his costume for the movie. Like, he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Mozilla's child mascot friend.
I often decorate our house with those flowers.
He's the Sam Witwicky of Mozilla.
The bouquet must have reminded him of me.
Often in those old kaiju movies like Gamera and all that, you'd have the child who befriended the monster. So the pup just happens to find the flowers from his mother's bouquet on top of the body? That's why he threw them away and kept silent about the body. I could have read those lines way better. Ha! That's a tidy little story if I ever heard one. And what's wrong with that? I suppose you prefer untidy, messy stories, Agent Lang. Don't tell me you've forgotten already, Missy. This pup confessed that he caused the monster's head to fall last night. Oh, that's true, but... he's currently the only suspect in the president's murder. It's not really a murder, but I'm gonna say that it's a murder.
It is true that there are many reasons to suspect John.
There?
However, there's someone other than John who's far more suspicious.
What do you say?
How'd you get over here?
Hi.
John?
He just keeps
John-
popping up behind them.
Yeah.
John himself was kidnapped by that very person not too long ago.
Kiryu-chan.
And we rescued him from the
There he is, the
refrigerated warehouse
titties.
near the harbor, pal.
He's got his titties
The
out.
His
titties!
refrigerated titties. A refrigerated warehouse? Titties?
That's right, pal.
I'm gonna save the game just in case I do something stupid like drop my phone.
You just have like a flashback just then.
Yeah.
The refrigeration wasn't turned on, so he wasn't about to freeze to death. But the milk was going bad fast. But if he hadn't yelled out for help, we would have never found him.
Once the sleeping drugs wore off, he was finally able to call out for help. But it sounded kind of like, help.
Sleeping drugs, huh? If I recall correctly. When you were kidnapped.
That's right. There was a bottle lying on the floor of the refrigerated warehouse. I think it was the same thing that was used on me not long ago. That sleepy ZZZ stuff. It's super powerful. Sleeping drugs, data jotted down in my organizer. You'd think that they would have been added when our friend Kay was abducted,
Yeah, right.
but no, now.
How about it, Agent Lang? John is clearly a victim. Stop victim blaming. There's a mastermind at work behind the scenes of this case.
It's that one guy who gave us the phone call, the bug.
See? Oh, the fucking
I don't know anything about this so-called mastermind. You say they were here last night?
Still don't know for sure yet.
Heh, it's not like you to be so vague, Mr. Prosecutor.
Indeed. I still don't have any evidence that ties the mastermind to this murder.
The murder mastermind.
Is there someone else? Is there anyone besides John who had the opportunity to murder the president?
Pac-Man.
Oh,
Blaze.
I wonder. That's it. Sorry, what it?
As I thought. In the end, that pup is our only suspect.
I'll kick you in the pups. Isn't there one more suspect, Agent Lang?
Fried_1, great to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for watching the videos for 1.5 decades. Oh my gosh. And hey, don't worry about that. You showing up, you watching the videos, you being there, that's as much as I ever expect, and that's a lot to give. So thank you so much for that, Fried. I hope you're doing well.
What's this?
Didn't we prove it earlier? Last night, there was one more person here.
Yeah, Blaze the best. You're saying he's the one who did it?
Last night, John was not alone. Blaze DeBest was here too. Shouldn't we consider him to be a new suspect?
Fried_1, thank you for following.
Blaze the best. Killed the president.
It's entirely possible.
Blaze the best. It can't be. The same guy from 12 years ago?
12 years ago. That keeps popping up.
Well, a lot has changed. It all happened over 12 years ago. Back then, he and my old man were close friends, and our clan protected the president's life.
Okay, so there's definitely a history here that we need to extrapolate.
Lang, don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago.
You got it. Ain't this nice? He's catching. Now you're finally going to prison where you belong. 12 years is a... Huh?
I was there the whole time.
12 years is a long time coming for a suspended sentence, don't you agree?
Agent Lang, what happened 12 years ago?
Nothing that concerns you.
On the contrary, it might just have some sort of connection with this case.
Heh. And I suppose you have some proof, Mr. Prosecutor.
Hoo-ha!
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 Thank you, Stolas, for cashing in for your hoo-ha. Show me evidence that there's a connection between this case and the one 12 years ago. And I'm not going to tell you what that case was 12 years ago.
Evidence, you say?
No, I said evidence.
That's what I said.
If you don't have any evidence, then there's no point in talking about it.
Is there any evidence that connects this case with what happened 12 years ago?
Wait, what?
We've got that
The
letter.
letter?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that's like, hey, remember 12 years
Remember
ago?
12 years ago? Yeah.
Nia Knight, thank you for the 20 bits. Hello, Martin, Marin, and Soupy. How are you today? Happy to finally catch a stream again. Hope you've been doing good. We're doing all right, Nia Knight. And
Yeah.
thank you so much for the bits, and thank you for popping by. And Get Celius, thank you so much for raiding. Thank you so much for the raid, Get Celius. I hope you guys had a good stream. And Ankoku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Take a shot for each 12 years ago.
That's at least 5 shots right there, I think.
You were playing Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. That is a great game. I hope that you're enjoying Broken Sword. Some classic point-and-click action. Sith Scott, thank you for following. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing Ace Attorney.
This letter was sent to Jill Crane, who was murdered 2 days ago. Although the sender is currently unknown, here it is written as follows. Please get revenge for 12 years ago.
What? 12 years ago?
They're fucking echoing here, that's not all. Take a look at this as well. This is a report written by Patricia Rowland to Blaze the Best regarding Knightley. Please read this part here. Onegai shimasu.
That thing he laid to rest near the flower bed 12 years ago.
Agent Lang, something big is happening here.
Yeah, in my pants.
Oh my God, Jill Crane's murder 2 days ago, and now the president's murder today. There has to be some connection here. And the key to solving it lies in what happened 12 years ago, does it not?
Down. Thank you for bunking me, Lena Kara. I deserve that.
It took all of my willpower not to, like, start barking
Thank you, Ryan Paducah, for cashing in your star chip. Oh, I should wait for it to play out. Thank you, Ryu Kurika, for getting us high up. You're asking me to reopen the old wounds of the Lang clan?
Agent Lang, I beg of you.
But my trauma. My Lang clan-based trauma.
The tram.
Who the fuck was that? We were talking about trauma. Who the fuck is that, Shifu?
Shifu.
I think that's Lang.
Yeah.
Why would it be question marks, though? I'm on screen. Shifu!
No,
That's
they're
someone
calling
saying
out
something
to
to Shifu.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes, I know
to
that that's
Lang.
my name. I just...
Shifu. Hey, Shifu. It is me, your buddy.
Oh, it's my old friend.
My friend, you guys.
Oh, you guys, yeah. What are you all
I
doing
definitely
here?
know your names.
We followed you here, Shifu.
Oh, great.
We heard that Shifu was investigating the incident from 12 years ago.
12 years ago, you say? That's like 10
12
years and then
years ago.
2 years.
Yeah. Two more
You
than 10.
backers!
Oh.
I'm not your boss anymore. Get back to your own posts. I'm not the boss of you now. I'm not the boss of you now.
Sorry.
We can't do that.
What did you say? Are you disobeying my order from the guy who's not your boss?
He just turned around. Shifu, we also beg of you.
We investigate the SS5 incident from 12 years ago,
Oh,
please.
12 years ago. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had to do it from 12 years ago.
None of us could ever forget that case. We know you feel the same way, Shifu.
There's so many characters on screen. Holy cow. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What's weird is this never happens in, like, the regular Ace Attorney games.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
Agent Lang, even your former subordinates desire to reinvestigate the case.
And you think you can take my line and solve the mysteries of that case?
I was just grunting. I didn't say anything.
I was just making noises.
Hey.
This air is so good. Mm.
It's some good air.
Perhaps, yeah. Perhaps I can, with your help.
Perhaps I can with your help. Cheh, I got it. I accept your invitation. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Okay, I'm gonna get something to drink for all these 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Get some fine wine aged 12 years.
Shifu.
The jury is here. Azulmag, I remember that scene from the last game where Lang was like, here's a birthday present. But Shifu, it's not my birthday. I know, it's for your wife's second cousin's nephew's uncle's brother. Right, I remember that. They're really close. Now then, with that decided, I guess it's my turn to shine.
Okay.
We're investigating a case from the past, right?
No.
And guess what the best tool for that is?
I don't like this tool. No. I don't like Little Mr. Thief. It doesn't have any standing in real reality.
If we have the case files from the past case, I can recreate it.
I don't like this.
Somehow.
Unfortunately, I don't have the case files. You'll
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Huh? What do you mean? Access to those case files is restricted.
It's being treated as highly classified information.
Why is that?
I don't know, but it seems like there were a lot of things that they wanted to keep hidden. Even what I know is limited to what was published in the newspapers back then. Well, do you have the newspapers?
That will not be a problem. In any case, please tell us what you know.
Sure. Hello, Mortara. The SS5 incident. The incident occurred on a winter day 12 years ago. It was the 10th of February. The police department in this country received a call from a group of kidnappers. "We've kidnapped President Huang," they said.
Was he a kid?
Kidnapped.
The SS5 incident was the case of President Huang's kidnapping. They demanded a ransom of $100 million. We all thought it was Dr. Evil at first. 100 million? Wait, just how much is that?
It's such a large amount. She's having trouble visualizing it.
That night, my old man was the last person to meet with the president. Oh wait, that's his dad?
Yep. They got the same hair.
Wow. They were together at the Zhengfa embassy until midnight on February 10th. After that, no one knows what the president was doing up until he was kidnapped.
The president killed your dad, bro.
With the president's life at stake, the Zhengfa government frantically gathered the money. After that, the ransom was delivered and the president was returned safe and sound. So, President Huang has been the president since 12 years ago. That's really amazing. Well, being in office for so long is just a small part of how amazing the man is. Or was, I guess.
Lang seemed a bit happy when he said that.
Oh, he must have had like a sort of uncle relationship with him, wasn't he?
Mm. And what happened to the kidnappers?
Well, a top-secret covert investigation was carried out, and then a secret trial was held.
Oh, is that all? Trial? Does that mean the suspect was caught?
The suspect was Patricia Rowland.
What? And the reason you came to the prison a few days ago.
Doesn't this harmonica kind of
I
sound?
like this. This is his emo
Yeah,
backstory music.
I was put on extended leave from Interpol. So I decided to go back and reinvestigate what happened 12 years ago. First, I had to get a look at the face of my target.
Hi, Diddley Ho Kenwood.
So the trial 12 years ago ended with a not guilty verdict.
Yeah. Back then, my old man was in charge of every aspect of the president's security. He took responsibility for the kidnapping and was relieved of his post as bodyguard. But he continued to investigate as a regular police officer until he finally found the culprit. And it was none other than Patricia Rowland. There was no way she could be innocent. However, the result was a not guilty verdict. In the end, the case went unsolved. Crushed in both body and soul, my old man resigned from the police.
What was the basis for arresting Patricia Rowland?
There was a lot of evidence. At least that's what I think. But I can't see those documents for myself. So that's where my story ends.
A lot of convenient details being left out.
What should we do with only this much information? Even the little thief would have a hard time producing a recreation.
Blech. Is there really nothing we can do?
Looks like you could use some help.
how's that?
Good question.
Oh,
Oh no.
Forgot they existed.
Francisco, you okay? What voice was that?
And Mr. Shields, too.
we finished up with the trial and finally managed to catch up with you guys. I was doing sort of a voice when I came in.
Just trying something new.
Yeah, take this. Don't make me put up with listening to him any more than I had to already.
This is.
Ah, it's the case files for the SS5 incident, sir.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah,
I
right?
spent my whole life trying to get those. SS5 incident files jotted down in my organizer. Sorry. SS5 incident files. 12 years ago, the president was kidnapped and a witness was killed. A witness was killed? Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. Damn it, I was hoping it was Phoenix. That would have been great. Why did you have to break out the Mo voice? I don't think I was really going for a Mo voice. Mo is more like this. And I was sort of doing something like this. I guess it's not that far off, but
It sounded like Mo.
it sounded like Mo.
It's
Yeah.
Mo before he
Young
entirely
Mo.
became
Young
unhinged,
Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Roland mentioned 12 years ago during the trial, it caught my interest.
Really? Fucking.
I looked into every single case that was 12 years ago, and I found this.
If there can be a young Sheldon show, there can be a young Mo game. Demon Cross, thank you for the 5 bits. Did you ever threaten them with a whip lang? That's a good point. Yay, I didn't try that. Kitten with a whip.
I looked into it immediately and got in touch with Interpol.
I expected no less from you, Francisco.
Kenwood, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, Miles, just jot down that presidential kidnapping investigation. Maybe add some doodles.
Don't get the wrong idea, Miles Edgeworth. I didn't prepare these documents for you, the former prosecutor. I did it for the sake of the investigator taking up the case his father left behind.
Sis.
Ah.
But I thought information on the SS5 incident was restricted to the public.
That restriction was placed by the prosecutor in charge of the case, Blaise de Best.
Oh, that's convenient.
Blaise de Best was the prosecutor in charge.
Sorry, I had to
The
play
best.
one. Yes.
Him.
However,
He burned them all.
as a result of the trial just now, Blaise's authority has been revoked. It's all thanks to his son.
Oh, so if he hadn't done that, we wouldn't have these files.
Sebastian? By bringing down his father, the door to this past case has been opened.
The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. You might wonder just how many crimes Blaise de Best got up to over the span of his life, and the answer is yes. And Kenwood, thank you
Or
for the
close to a hype train.
Oh, we are. Kenwood, thank you for the 100 bits. I didn't do this, you baka. Sure you didn't, Franzi. Oh, you're saying Franz?
Sure you didn't, friends.
Sure you did, Franzi. Oh, I see.
Prosecutor de Best is currently wrapping things up in Patricia Rowland's trial. Patricia Rowland. He told me
Oh,
to relay
sorry.
this message to you.
That was Kudo Sarugi who wrote that. I apologize. I just saw the 100 bits and assumed. Kudo Sarugi, thank you for the 100 bits. That's my bad. And Sebi, thank you for the 5 bits. Sebi, sorry, I did it again. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Sebi saved the day. He sure did. My brain.
Leave Pops and his cohorts to me. You guys just take care of the case on your end. How's my little boy voice?
He's become quite reliable right before our very eyes.
Even though he's not here right now.
Truly. That's my favorite hard seltzer drink.
Alrighty then. This is perfect. Now that we have the files, just leave the recreation to me.
We're really gonna use this to recreate things from 12 years ago.
Indeed. Well then, let us begin. According to these documents, it appears that the incident took place right in front of the Tower Plaza.
Then let's head to the plaza right away. Only friends can come with us. The rest of you stay here. April 6th, 3:25 p.m. outside Grand Tower, Tower Plaza. That's my bad, Kenwood. Sorry.
Hey, would you please activate the little Mr. Thief?
Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Quark, power up the Hollow Suite. Right. With these case files, recreating everything should be a snap. Where should I start?
Where indeed, according to these documents, it seems there was a witness to the kidnapping of the president.
Little Thief kind of breaks the game, honestly.
Yeah.
Good evening.
It's really weird that it was just like, it's never available before these
Yeah.
games, it's never available after.
It's very self-contained. Evil Sea Monkeys,
Yeah.
welcome.
Oh, that's me, a freelance journalist by the name of Jack Cameron.
I assume he's named after cameras, because journalism.
Yeah.
Right, Rikorika, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh my god, it's still April 6th. Jeez. Yes.
Yep.
It has been April 6th for a while.
However, he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and was murdered by the culprit.
Oh, that was the witness.
So that would mean the place he saw the president at was here. The place he saw the president at?
Here, at the Grand Tower.
No, the Grand Tower was only built around a year ago, Kay.
Oh.
Before that, this place contained mostly old abandoned buildings.
This is very Yakuza 0.
However, 12 years ago, this place was...
Heh. Now you're finally talking about some stuff that I know. I've been waiting for 2 games for this. Yeah, 12 years ago, at this very spot was the Happy Family Home.
They replaced an orphanage with a giant fucking
Wow.
tower.
That's fucked up. What's that, pal?
Yakuza 12 years ago.
It was a place where children who had lost their parents could live.
You mean every child in Japanifornia?
Oh no, everybody.
Or to put it simply, and more obviously, it was an orphanage.
So the president was kidnapped at that orphanage.
And the head of that facility at the time was Patricia Rowland. Apparently, Rowland always referred to it as her home with a capital H.
The orphanage from Resident Evil 2. Oh no.
It seems that suspicion would naturally fall upon her.
Patricia Rowland, Blaise de Best, and President Huang. The darkness that remains from the SS5 incident still casts a shadow on the present case. Kay, I'd like you to input the investigation data from Jack Cameron's murder case. We can probably assume that he was killed by one of the kidnappers.
So if we solve the murder case, we'll know who the kidnappers were, right?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm counting on you.
The orphanarium. Sorry, that was me. I have the little thief. Oh shit. There's still a clock there.
Whoa. What the heck is this? Everything's green.
Someone switched my milk with Mountain Dew?
I've come to expect such reactions. You fucking pleb.
Drink Mountain Dew like an adult would.
This is a recreation of the grounds of the facility that stood here 12 years ago. Based on the documents from the police investigation.
I recreated the scene to show what it looked like when police arrived at 7 a.m. the next day. Which I can do, obviously.
Okay. Cool. Well, it appears a fair amount of snow had piled up here.
Oh yeah, the snow, you're gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
that. Yeah,
A fair
yeah.
amount of snow got piled up
Oh,
right around
Edgeworth.
here. You know, back then we used to get snow back in Japan.
Oh, yeah?
But with global warming, you know.
Yeah. I heard that the footprints in the snow were prime pieces of evidence. The snow fell during the day on the day of the incident. Boy, did that. Thank you for the bit. John accidentally took a swig of Marin's bong water rather than his milk, and now everything is green.
I like the I like the capitalization of bong
No.
water, like it's a
That's-
product.
So
Marin's bong
disgusting.
water.
Marin's bong water.
Ew. Gross. So the snow only fell before the crime took place,
Oh, this snow stuff again.
which means the footprints wouldn't have been erased by any further snow.
I remember that last case in Game 3 having all that stuff about weather and when the snow fell and...
I must make sure to pay close attention to these footprints.
Take your brain to another dimension. Begin investigation, orphanage front yard. How are we doing, guys? We're at 2 hours, 53 minutes.
Well, how much more is this? Like basically the last stretch of what we got going on?
I can look. Give me a second.
I don't know why I'm asking. I have a thing open. It's a non-spoilery thing.
I'm the only one not looking at things, aside from the Twitch.
mean, I'm not
It looks
looking
like
at
we
it.
probably have quite a fair bit to go. So
Okay.
So if
this
you
is
want,
probably a good stopping point.
Yeah.
because it's a brand new
Especially
section.
because it's not a brand new section,
no.
but we're probably only through halfway of the whole section.
Wow. Okay. Big section then.
So what do you think, Marin? Do you want to keep going, or?
No, we should call it.
You wanna call
because
it?
We're gonna.
We're
Yeah,
almost 3 hours anyway.
We didn't get on very many tangents today.
No.
So, we still got quite a bit to
We
go.
got quite a bit done, but still quite a bit to go. All right, guys, we're probably going to wrap things up there. Kudos, Sarugi. Thank you for the 100 bits. What the heck? Everything's green, as a frog once said. It's not easy being green. I don't know if that's how he said it, but... all right, guys, we're going to call it there. That was quite an eye-opening section. We learned a lot about what happened on the night of the crime, and we're starting to peel back the layers of conspiracy that are involved. It sounds like a lot of stuff went down 12 years ago. In case you didn't get
Yes.
that. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. It's a good point to stop taking shots for that 12 years ago thing. Well, I'm sorry if I added to that.
Yeah.
And Koku. All right. 12 years, I believe, Demon. About 12 years. All right, let's raid.
Could have been 11, could have been 13, maybe.
It's hard to say. All right, we're going to raid.
Handful of amount of time.
Let's just see if there's anybody else streaming. All right, we're going to raid this guy, Vaughn, who is a VTuber and also a convention chair. We're going to raid them. They look like they're playing Core Keeper, which is a new indie game, which looks really fun. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we pop off? And we think we might be back Wednesday, but we don't know, right?
Yeah, maybe. It'll kind of depend on how much work I get done. I'll try and get some done today. But
Okay.
yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank
It
you
was
so
fun
much for
hanging
watching.
out.
And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we pop off here?
Thanks for chilling with us, everybody.
Thank you so much for chilling, and thank you so much to both Soupy and Marin, for, especially Marin, for working real hard this section. A lot of
I'm
voices.
tired, yeah.
Yeah, I bet it took it out of you. All right, guys, we're gonna go away. We might be back Wednesday. We'll let you know. I'm gonna try and stream some Master Duel in the next couple of days. Sorry. But we're going to come back, at the very least, either Wednesday or Sunday with more Ace Attorney investigations too. But until then, take care, have a great rest of your Sunday. And bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, 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 bye.